Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, yeah, figured I'd just do this wonderful little impromptu stream. Just because got bored. Figured, why not? You know? So, how's everybody doing? Gonna wait for some people to get in here. Sent the link out to to a group. And if you want in from here, there we go. And there. So yeah, let's get a banner up there for shits and giggles. I decided just to go live for, whatever. Just to discuss, whatever. Figured, why not? No, not. Yeah. But yeah, I figured I'd go live, do some talking, I guess. 7:30 at night. Haven't had a thunderstorm, which we were supposed to have, but I guess it decided to go visit Mara instead, wherever she lives. But yeah, figured, why not? Have a stream, have a laugh, kick some ass, talk, shoot the shit. You want to come on in? Come on in. We'll just be shooting the breeze, talking about anything. I don't know what's relevant. There was some drama, not getting into that. The way I see it, don't start shit, won't be shit. Don't say shit that you know is going to start shit. And also, don't fucking hash this shit out publicly unless you absolutely are ready for the backlash. That's all I'll say on that shit. No side's a winner. All sides are losers. Everybody in the middle dies. And a little bit inside, that is. They don't die in real life, obviously. But yeah. I mean, fuck it. I don't like drama. I'm like Beerus from Dragon Ball Super. I'm a destroyer god. I'm not here to take sides. No, I'm not really a destroyer god. I would never admit that I'm a god. That is insane blasphemy. But yeah, I take no sides. Ryan wants to shoot his mouth off. Ryan wants to say stuff. That's his choice. That's his right. Doomcock wants to respond. That's his fucking right. Then everybody in the middle wants to fucking take sides. Fine, you fucking take sides. Me, staying out of it. Like Hercule. Leave me out of this. Me, I'd rather just watch the whole world burn. Joking, of course. So, Wake Down, how you doing? If you guys want to come on in, come on in. I prefer having more people on here to talk shit to and to talk shit about and whatnot. Shoot the shit, basically. How is everybody? I see 2 people are watching. Definitely not me in the thing because I don't got my thingy up. I don't even know where my phone is. So, yeah. Oh, there it is. Well, Oh, yeah. Good evening, folks. How is everybody? Let me know how you're doing. Say hi. I mean, yeah, probably going to have some lurkers here and there. I don't mind lurkers. Christina Nardone. Hello there. It's good to see you. How are you? Your name sounds a bit familiar, if I'm being 100% honest. So, yeah. I've had same here, man. I've had worse days. I've had my freaking channel, or I've had my yeah. I've been keeping up with the face, or yeah. Thing is, like I said, to be 100% honest, I'll delve into it a little bit. I saw the clip from Friday Night Tights. Ryan said some shit. It would have been. I mean, I'm not gonna shit on Ryan. I am sick. He said his piece that anybody who believes these rumors at this point and takes it all as gospel is retarded. That's what he said. And when people pressed on him to say, or anybody in particular, that's when he should have just kept his mouth shut. There wouldn't have been any drama after that. Now, if Doomcock would have came out and said, I know you're talking about me, that's Doomcock's bad. But Ryan named out Doomcock. And then the whole shit on Twitter happened. And yeah, the rest is history. Now, do I think that Doomcock should have not did a paywall stream? I think he should have had the stream open to all things because, dude, you have 275 fucking thousand or 200 some odd thousand subscribers. You don't fucking hide behind a paywall with this kind of shit. Now, should Gary have also spoke up? Yes, I do believe Gary should have spoke up. But otherwise, you know what? The shit happened. Fucking let it die. Move on, folks. We're all adults here. And hello to Eagle Rider. How are you?
Boo! Hi.
Hi.
I'm down at the river.
Yeah.
Just gotta go slightly here, and I'll be over and check on the eagle nest. But I had to come say hi. Nice. I thought you could see me out and about working.
Awesome. So yeah, you're saying down by the river. It's like, well, Q. What's his name? Q the boss. I mean, he has some good songs. Oh, rev that engine, girl.
Hey, that's in eco mode. This actually has a sports car engine.
Yeah, I could tell.
I couldn't get a normal look at the track. It had to be a bit souped. We'll just say it that way.
How you doing, Deej? Good to see you.
Let me see.
Good to see DJ Odyssey. How you doing? Yeah.
There's the nest.
Like I said, when it comes to drama, I'm staying the hell out of it.
Consider me a fence sitter, and I don't care if it's an uncomfortable position.
Get your top off and get some pictures.
I am not taking off my top. Besides, this is my animal shirt. Beat drum, beat drum.
Oh, drama everywhere. Yeah, dude. No, I'm talking about the top of your vehicle. But yeah,
not off, just open.
Like I said, Deej, I'm like Beerus from Dragon Ball Super. I'm a destroyer god. I'm not here to take sides. I mean, seriously. Because here's the thing: if you take sides, that means other people that are your friends are gonna fucking hate you. I would rather be liked by people. You know, real Logan Masker, Trump 2024. If he runs, he runs. Honestly, you can't. I believe in what Crea said about the Republic back in Coder 2. The Republic is a dying beast laboring for breath. It should have died years ago, but it didn't. Oh, that is a beautiful shot, girl. Kamen Rider, how's it going? It's going great
right
on this
nest.
I'm just freaking... I'm just freaking doing an impromptu stream. If you guys scroll up, you'll see a link if you want to come on in, shoot the shingles or the shit or whatever. Go right ahead.
I'm not going to stay a long time tonight because I am going over some stuff with Richard, but I had to come by and say hi at Mick because I haven't been able to stream much with anyone lately.
Yeah, and you're always welcome on here. I got my thing going Wednesday morning. If you guys or Rom DeSantis 2024, whoever runs. Honestly, I'm not
They're all bastards. Fuck them.
Go on my channel. Do I think that we got it? Do I think we got an idiot in the White House? Sure. Do I think
hair sniffing pervert? Sure.
In the
is that him or me breaking beer?
Sure. I will say this though, I absolutely love how she miserable. He is on Guatemala saying, "Do not come." Yeah, she's like, "Do not come to water." It's like, you absolutely were miserable. Have it. So suck it, bitch. Not you, was it? Of course. You're breaking up on my end, and if I'm breaking up on your end, I have no idea.
A lot.
Ron DeSantis. If he runs, he runs. If Trump runs, he runs. Whoever the fuck whoever wins, we lose. Basically, is how I thought it. It's both breaking up. Well, then that's the internet. Yeah, the internet's warning me of a low. So how are all the test stuff going?
My
Sylvester Stallone, 2024. He's freaking epic as Rambo. Yeah, I'll say that, man. Sylvester Stallone always will be Rambo, and anybody who thinks that Sylvester Stallone or thinks that they can redo Rambo or redo Rocky, they're fucking kidding themselves.
Can we just agree to stop with the fucking remakes and redos and retellings and sequels and prequels already and make something fucking new?
I mean, I got my Greek story, but I would never sell that to Hollywood. I mean, I'd print that shit out and it'd be like, hey, sell 1 million copies. There you go. Hell, I might even turn it into a graphic novel. I mean, if I get a good freaking writer or a person. What are your thoughts on Biden? He is a senile old fossil that has incontinence and wears diapers in bed.
And likes to sniff girls' hair even when they're children.
I mean, he also does like to say that little girls look, or he wishes little girls were 19-year-olds. I mean, that's all there is to say about that sick guy.
I will leave it this way. Most of them on both sides are perverts.
Yeah. Now ask me what I think of Trump.
It won't be much different from me. It'll be a different
route. Something about him.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I pissed off a person. Like, when asked me, what do I think about Biden? He's, no. What Trump.
Yeah, I think
that's basically
as much as
he's stupid. But you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna Trump. There we go.
Yeah. I might want to refresh real quick.
StreamYard is acting funny right now. There we go. Maybe that might work.
Maybe.
Old might die. Yeah, he is old. He yeah.
I hate to break it to you, even
the Samaritan film getting made. Yes, I did hear about this. I'm going to jump back out and well, wait. Am I coming back in clearly now, or
clearer? But
it's
still
just the weather,
crappy.
probably. Oh yeah, we're all going to die. Everybody.
I'm
more Bruce Willis's camp. I mean, if he ran for president, I'd probably. Yeah, life is life, man. You live, you die, you fucking push up daisies. Maybe maybe if you're a guy, maybe your Peter might push up a dandelion or two. But yeah.
Hello, vultures.
Oh, get a good picture of the vultures. Yeah. Sexy scavengers. But as for the Samaritan thing, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I mean, I like Sylvester Stallone. He's a good actor. The man, he doesn't say anything about his political affiliations, which is why I like him. It's another reason why I'm about to say this right now. Fuck Zack Snyder. People just should stick up for what's right. Those are my thoughts. Exactly, Real Logan Massacre. If people would just do what's right and not what's easy, that would just be a whole lot of better things. Biden fell downstairs 3 times. Yes, he did fall downstairs 3 times. And the media gave him a rim job for it instead of called it out. But yeah. You know what? Gonna disengage my camera because I'm guessing there's just a little too much strain on my. I will be right back.
Yep. Meantime, watch the girl try to take pictures, right? Well, to be fair, stories. The thing is, if it was certain people, they would make it this big deal about how incompetent or old or decrepit they are.
Wax
And with some
on,
people, it's not made a big
wax
deal.
off,
Personally,
wax
it should be
on,
considered
wax off.
compassionate either way.
Yeah. Hello, loud vehicle.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. I want to see an idea. Or Rambo 5, I mean. He wants a sequel to Rambo 5. Well, guess what? Trump Skywalker 03. Seems that I'm drawing a lot of politics things here, folks. Thing is, Trump, if he runs, he runs. If Biden run, or honestly, completely, folks, why does it care who fell down what stairs however many times? Just curious. The thing is, the reason why it matters is because it is all about national perception or international perception. If we have a president who's falling upstairs, how does the rest of the world look at that? It's called perception. If we're looking like idiots falling upstairs, our world leader can't fall or freaking walk up the stairs to Air Force One, then, well, we look kind of stupid, don't we? How I see it.
Well, good luck, Orange Hat.
I'm not going to speak
to
to anybody
get
else.
going. I'm going to stay on in this highway.
In the chat. I got Biden supporters in the chat. I ain't going to say shit on who you can vote for or who you want to vote for. If you want to vote for Biden, vote for Biden. If you want to vote for Trump, vote for Trump. If you want to vote for Ron DeSantis, vote for Ron DeSantis. If you want to vote for my Willie, vote for my Willie. Orange Hat sounds like he's using a drive-through intercom or a micro. Okay, dokie, take it easy, Rosa. Bye-bye. I'm being completely honest, folks. Am I still coming in clear? Because it's like I got a lot of shit going on. Yeah, alright. Am I coming in clearly? And stop voting all these people to be in office, in freaking office. But they're right, sorry, that's how you do it. I want Sylvester Stallone to do everything he wants. Hollywood keeps shutting him down. Damn straight, man. He should look to different different things, kind of like what Ben Shapiro is doing. He has his own freaking entertainment or his own studio, so let him do their stuff there. Sounds like he's using a drive-through. How you doing? It's good to see you. Now, if anybody else wants in, just scroll up. I put the link Okay, is this better? I unhooked my microphone. I feel the Republican side I feel the Republican side feel is America's last hope. That's what. If that's your opinion, that's fine, man. The way I see it, I'm registered Republican because I live in a state, New York, where you got to be of one side or the other in order to vote in the minor elections, because that's where the true power resides. I voted for Elise Stefanik because she's actually pretty good for congresswoman. Both sides need to shut the frick up and do better. You're right, Stories. They do need to do better. Now, me, I'm more of a center person. I'm more of a person who rides the center line. Now, my thoughts on immigration: you come here legally, you get to be a citizen. You cross the frickin' border illegally, you go back. It's that simple. Yo, rock on, Republican brother. Yeah, exactly, man. The thing is, I register as Republican, but I am more in the center. Do I think that immigration should be a thing? Sure, but make it freaking legal. Cross the border legally. You can do whatever, or you can become a citizen and make your way. If you freaking come here illegally, you get your ass sent back. That's the way I see it. That's how I would do it. As for the whole China thing with the Wuhan virus and whatnot, Republicans are useless, more useless than the Democrats somehow. What you need is to create a third party. We have a third party. It's called independent, with members of each party that have proved they're actually for the people. Thing is, dude, there are very few politicians in this world, be it from Australia or from anywhere, that are for the people anymore. I've seen very little to see it, but Trump, he actually was for the people. He actually put the people first. He put the country first. And I'm sorry, if you are the leader of a country, you put your freaking country first. That's how it should always be. Our own freaking president, the current puppet right now, he forgot to acknowledge D-Day, the day that many U.S. soldiers went overseas in a war that we were forced to go into, and thousands of us died 77 years later. My grandfather was on that beach. Republicans seem to have my views on abortion, to be honest. Thing is, abortion, if you ask me, safe, legal, rare, the way it was meant to be. It should not be used as a convenience. It should not be used as a form of birth control. Independents aren't taken seriously and are basically just there for laughs and jokes. I voted independent against Trump the first time and I got yelled at by so many people. I ain't gonna yell at you, Stories. If you want to vote for your choice, you vote your choice. That is your God-given and constitutionally given right. D-Day is important. You're damn right it is. And our jackass puppet in chief, he would rather do a race baiting thing 100 years later of race baiting and racial problems and this and that. Well, who the fuck brought the race schism back? Trump's predecessor, you fucking moron. Your original boss. I don't like Biden. Trump, I do like him a little bit, but there are some things I think he was very stupid on. I mean, yes, he was a very inflammatory president. He said some very stupid things, but I do respect the man for saying what he believed. Well, I exercised my right to not vote last time because I didn't like anyone. LOL. Thing is, guess what? That is when you do a write-in ballot. Because honestly, my own opinion, and don't take it too harshly, Stories, I say this to anybody who doesn't vote. Don't complain about what goes on. If you didn't vote, in my opinion, you lose the right to complain. Republicans are good because they are against teaching little kids trans stuff in schools, and it's getting out of hand, to tell the truth. I'm friends with trans people, and I'm also part of the LGBTQ community, by the way. I'm not part of the LGBT or T, but I am part of the plus. Yeah, that's true. And the thing is, I have friends who are trans. I think I even have family who are trans. I have family who live a lifestyle that I don't necessarily agree with, the whole non-binary thing. I believe that that is a mental handicap and it's a mental delusion. There are the entire evidence of nature is binary. I take George Carlin's stance in that. I don't vote, not my fault. There you go. Hey, sorry, that's fine. That is awesome. If you don't like the candidates, you know what? I didn't like the candidates when Obama was running for re-election against Romney. I thought both were fucking idiots. So I wrote in Walter Dunham and Miss Piggy because I believed that two dummies could run this freaking country better than those two idiots. And you want to know what? They could have. But we're getting way too political right now. Let's talk about entertainment, shall we? How about that freaking drama? No? Okay, no drama. How about that freaking movie, Quiet Place 2? I haven't seen it, so I can't really talk about it. The Conjuring 3. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. Yeah, there. I keep forgetting. The camera's right there. Boop, there's your poke, folks. But George Carlin, God, man, I miss him. The last movie I saw him in, he played a car. It's a conspiracy, man. He played a freaking hippie car, or no, he played a hippie van. He played a Volkswagen van in that Cars movie. And by George, he did it good. So let's talk movies. I mean, Logan not that way. I mean, kids don't need to be getting choices that young, and them wanting to make a shot for kids to stop puberty till they're older is sick. Nothing against the LGBTQ. Exactly. I fully agree with that. I fully agree with that from Skywalker 03. You do not freaking stop kids from biological changes. I'm sorry. That as much as I respect trans people, you do not freaking transition a kid. That is where I do draw the line. Also, the sports thing. Now I want to talk Sylvester Stallone. Okay, let's talk Sylvester Stallone. What's your favorite movie of his? I want an Escape Plan 4. I haven't even seen the Escape Plan movies, to be 100% honest. If you actually like Sylvester Stallone, I talked the Rambo movies with the panel. Go to Rambo movie discussions playlist on my channel. You'll actually find brief reviews of the Rambo movies as well as streams going over what we liked about those movies and going over the movie itself. So yeah, Sylvester Stallone, he is a great actor. I just saw him on Instagram earlier today, where he was doing some deadlifts and whatnot. Yeah. Are the best three is okay. Joe Bug, good to see you, buddy. I mean, the thing is, Sylvester Stallone, I hear he's also the voice of King Shark in this new DC Suicide Squad. Sorry. How you doing, right? If you guys want to come in, you can come in. The link should, well, we got a lot of people in or that talk through here, so you know what? Let me put there. You guys want to come in? Come on in. But yeah, the way I see it, he's a great actor. For a second, I thought you were talking about Sylvester the Cat. Hey, you know what? Not against Tweety, but Sylvester the Cat is also awesome. He was Rambo in Mortal Kombat, which was cool. Did he provide Rambo's voice? That is interesting. I don't play console games anymore. Cool if I hop on? Yeah, hop in, man. Use that StreamYard link. I don't mind it. But we are moving away from the politics now. No more politics. And yeah, hello, right? It's always good to see you. If my stepdad goes to bed before you're done, I'll come on. I'm probably going to be going for an hour or so. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm 18, but love Sylvester Stallone enough. Hey, man, if you're 18, if you're freaking, hey, if you're 18 or above, you're allowed on my freaking channel. I don't want it, or 17 or above, you're allowed on my freaking channel. I don't want anybody under 18 on my channel. Just letting you know. Now, unless you were able to handle adult situations and talk adult shit, and you're 17 or up, you're allowed on my channel. Otherwise, you're not allowed on my channel. There's reasons behind that. And if you really want to know the full reasons, just go to my channel and look up Time for a Serious Discussion. It goes over the whole dang thing. But yeah, Sylvester Stallone, he's a great actor, dude. He really is. My dad's second greatest man crush is Stallone. His first is Arnold Schwarzenegger. The two 80s icons that always battled it out, Battle of the Titans, that didn't actually do a movie together until The Expendables, which actually I thought was a great freaking thing that they finally got their asses in a movie together. But yeah. Oh darn, I'm 12. It says on my birth certificate written in green crayon. Junebug, you're such a freaking ass. But I love you, buddy. But yeah, oh gosh. How about this freaking weather that we got? Anybody else part of the freaking heat wave that we've been getting? I can't stand this heat anymore, man. Put me in a pool and just let me freaking soak. You know? I even got orange swimming trunks over there so I could go to my aunt's pool, except that I don't know when they're home, so I can't go swimming when they're not home, you know? And I'm actually going to be heading back up north on the 28th of June, folks. So while I'm down here, I got to head out. Bye. Take it easy, Trump Skywalker 3. Thank you for stopping in. Make sure you leave a like on the way out. I'm chilling in the AC. Hey, man. Awesome stories. But yeah, I live in Kansas. There's always a heat wave in the summertime. Nice. But yeah, folks, be sure to smack that like button, bitch slap it, hump it, whatever. I don't care. Just make sure that it clicks a blue thumbs up. Are you aware of Victor Salva? I know of Victor Silva. Real Logan Master. Somebody can. Awesome.
Victor Salva is a creepy dude to the person in the chat. Very nasty guy.
I have no idea who he is. So
he's the guy who directed Jeepers Creepers 1, 2, and 3. And like in the 80s, he got in trouble for like pedophilia type stuff, and he continued it onwards. And like in his movies, he would make references to it like a joke and do weird things like that. And they still let him make Jeepers Creepers 3, which kind of, was a big deal in the media and whatnot.
Never saw the third one. Saw the second one and the first one. Thought they were okay.
Yeah, I'm more of an 80s slasher guy, like Friday, Halloween, stuff like that.
Don't work on or doing tree work on time. The only exit was to walk directly into the sun with 110-degree heat index by noon. I drink an entire gallon of water in my jug. Dude, just don't chug it. You'll freaking drown yourself.
Oh, and by the way, yeah, Sylvester Stallone did voice Rambo in Mortal Kombat. He recorded like 100 new lines for it, like all new dialogue and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like how they I don't play the console games. I don't game anymore. I was old school gamer, like N64, PlayStation 2 and shit. Never got into the pay to play shit because honestly, I don't think that a person should have to pay to play,
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm not really into any of the new games, but one of my little siblings had Mortal Kombat 11, and when I seen Rambo, I was kind of like, I got to give it a shot because I'm a huge. I own like.
How old's your sibling?
The one who plays Mortal. I have siblings all the way from age 5 to in their 20s, but oddly enough, the one who plays Mortal Kombat's my 8-year-old sister, not my other brothers, but she loves Mortal Kombat.
Thing is, I have no problem with kids playing Mortal Kombat. I was freaking 8 years old when I started playing Mortal Kombat.
Well, I know what? With Super Nintendo with my dad, and we would play Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo. That's
exactly
my console, personally.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
I grew up with
Damn.
that original Xbox. I played PS2. Anything after like the original Xbox, I played a tiny bit of 360, but I kind of just dropped off gaming after that.
Same here, man. You're basically the same as me in a way.
Like I'll go back and play the Super Nintendo and like Nintendo 64 or something like that, the Contra and Mario and stuff like that. And I do play a few games now. Like the only game I've played in the last few years, I think I played the Ghostbusters game that came out like over a decade ago.
Nice.
And Rambo just joined a new Call of Duty game, so I might give that a try.
Nice.
Yeah, him and John playing.
I had to sneak Mortal Kombat playing it because my dad would not allow me to play it. Nice. But yeah, I mean,
for not being a gamer really anymore.
I remember when I was playing the. Me. I played the original one. I never killed anybody. I never went to a school or shot up a school or anything like all these idiots are saying that these games did to people. I grew up fine. I grew up knowing what was fake, what wasn't. Imagine Scorpion using his flamethrower on Victor Silva. Did all right, Kamen Rider. You know what? If the guy's a freaking ped, he should not, or he should be in jail and possibly put to death. Thing is, I will not say that people who have been accused of pedophilia automatically should be put to death because, well, I was accused of pedophilia and I didn't do it.
Yeah, some people get accused for stuff, I believe in the law system. I will admit some issues in the system kind of screwed up, but, if you go around accusing people, a lot of good people could get imprisoned and a lot of other penalties.
Basically, we had this babysitter during nap time. She would go take a nap, and then me and my friend would pretend to take a nap and then go sneak play Mortal Kombat. Nice. I mean, yeah. But basically, I would play.
With Mortal Kombat 11, it is kind of cool. Like, I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat fan anymore. Like, you bring up Super Nintendo, I'll be like, oh yeah, Contra 3, Batman Returns, and I can name Mario and a bunch of games. This new Mortal Kombat game's cool. Like, Stallone has tons of lines. Like, he brings up "Stopping My Mom Will Shoot," cliffhanger over the top in some of these lines. And it's kind of like, I know that movie. Paradise Alley, he brings up. Nobody remembers that but me. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then there's even a story mode where he has a story where you can beat tons of people. And they give Rambo such a good ending. I'm kind of like, people who hate Rambo 5, which personally I love it. It was my favorite film of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
People who hate Rambo 5, this will give you a happy ending for Rambo that everybody wants. Because honestly, it felt so Rambo-like the ending. It's like, do you mind me spoiling it?
I don't mind. I've seen all the Rambo movies. I love them.
In the Mortal Kombat little story piece they give you, you get one cutscene, and if you beat it, Stallone starts talking like real deep voice because he's older now. He gets control of like basically the galaxy or however that works in Mortal Kombat. And he says, I have to live with you and everybody die every day, second of my life here, and everybody die. That is enough to break any man. So he erases the power of holding the galaxy and kind of just walks back home to his farm, and you hear the Rambo music playing. It's kind of, for being just a little DLC for a game, it's kind of cool. Plus, you get lines between the Terminator and RoboCop with Rambo, so it's really cool.
Yeah. They should have had Arnie come in and do the voice for the Terminator. It just would have sold it a lot better.
I agree, and I hate what he keeps saying about it. He said the reason Arnold didn't do it was too violent. And I'm like, you voiced in the Predator game that just came out.
Dude, Arnold, you reached into a guy and killed him in your first Terminator movie.
Exactly, and he says rated M games kids shouldn't be playing it. I'm like, that's why they're rated M. That's the argument with rated R movies I never understand.
Yeah.
Parents getting involved with it, saying, well, we have to take away gore and stuff like that because kids shouldn't see it. I'm like, that's why it's rated R,
What'd you think of the movie, Mortal Kombat? The new one?
I'm gonna watch it this weekend with my dad because he's been working a ton. But we kind of went back and watched the first two, which I didn't remember how bad the second one was. But I didn't mind the original Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the first one was decent. The second one, god awful. I mean, I watched it. I had it on tape when I was a kid, but I can literally watch it in here. I'm autistic that way. And I can literally watch any movie I have seen verbatim up here. And just watching it right now, just going through all the different scenes, the bad freaking audio sync and all of it, it was just bad. And I'm
I know.
Great characters, bad delivery.
Have you seen the new one?
Oh, yeah.
Is it any good?
I believe I gave a spoiler and not spoiler, but I will not spoil anything.
Oh, yeah, that's the only... I usually keep up with your reviews, but the only ones I ever skip are movies I have not seen. Like that one I'm looking forward to watching. That and Army of the Dead I'm going to watch.
I have no interest in Army of the Dead. But...
I'm not a huge fan of zombie
movies. I like...
Personally.
Yeah. Sir? I think you dropped your mic, dude.
Oh, no, it glitched out the minute my phone just went black for some reason. Because, like, all audio started, like, overlapping each other. I was just going to say, Army of the Dead ain't really my thing. Yeah. Personally, I like actors who don't really get into politics. And this is coming from, like, a really far-right Republican.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think, like, Gina Carano situation, I don't think they should have fired her. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, she could just kept her mouth shut. And if she's going to talk some of the stuff she needed to say, she went overboard, just as a comparison.
Actually, she didn't. She never drew a comparison to Republicans. That's the thing. She just simply called out a cold, hard fact that people needed to hear. We are being led by a group that is causing neighbor to turn against neighbor, and that's what happened in Germany in the 30s. That's basically what she did.
Oh wait, no, hang on. I meant Disney went overboard. I overlapped there. Not Gina Carano, Disney. But this now,
Disney.
I'm about to have a disagreement real quick with you, and I'll let you give you a little thing on it. Is I'm actually the guy who will defend lots of parts in the sequel trilogy, and I know you're not a fan of it, but like I can enjoy the sequel trilogy, like things about it. But
I enjoy aspects about it too, but I just do not acknowledge it as Star Wars. That's basically the way I see it.
The only thing I really liked that makes me like the sequel trilogy, and it's so weird, is I liked how they handled Luke Skywalker in Last Jedi. You want to know what bugged me about his portrayal in Rise of Skywalker, though? Is I don't like how they... Okay, I know I had seen your review for Last Jedi and your conversation on it, and I understand why you dislike it. What bugs me, though, is once Last Jedi came out, Rise of Skywalker tried to retcon everything, and I don't feel like you should do that in a trilogy,
Oh, yeah, they should. Or the thing is, what they should have done was they should have done the other guy's Episode 9, not the J.J. Abrams one, because by bringing Palpatine back to life, you're retconning the original trilogy. Now, the reason why I actually love how they handled Luke, because Luke was the embodiment of hope in the galaxy. And the way I see it, most people do the way that Luke was handled. I'm guessing we're probably introduced to Star Wars through Disney. Were you? I'm just asking.
Well, I'll say it like this. When I was a kid, by the way, just a little fun fact to add in, and you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from, my generation, is my first or second ward was Padme Amidala. Now, that's when I was less than 2 years old. Some of my very first wards. I think it's recorded on an old camcorder. And I could sit still between the whole prequel trilogy. I was one of the only little kids that could sit still during Attack of the Clones and watch it the whole way through with Phantom Menace. I grew up with the prequels before the original. Prequels are the first thing I seen, and I still say they're my favorite trilogy because maybe it's because I grew up with them. I would rather watch Attack of the Clones than Empire, which is saying a lot, I know, to a lot of fans. But I did like the originals. The older I get, the more I like them. I love Return of the Jedi. And Empire and New Hope are both pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'd say I'm amused. I like the originals, but I would say I love the prequels more. And when it comes to the sequel trilogy, I just have mixed feelings on Rise of Skywalker. If they went with Colin Trevorrow's script for Rise of Duel of Fates, I think it was going to be called, it would have been better. Because do you know that scene where Rey throws the lightsaber and he catches it in Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Cool scene. I don't care if I dislike the movie or not. I'm like, okay, that scene's cool. It's just cool to visually see. But what bugged me about it is he kind of throws Last Jedi under the bus, and I know the original script had him haunting Kylo and doing more, and I'm like, that feels like that would have been the Luke from Last Jedi more, but instead they're trying to, shove him all the way back to the originals, and I know that's what people wanted, but after Last Jedi, you can't really just go instantly to the originals. You have to have at least a reason or something behind it, I feel. That's why
the thing is, at the end of The Last Jedi, he actually did embrace what he once was, which was the embodiment of hope that he always was meant to be. I honestly, believe me, if you read the EU, you will know that Luke always was forced to face many of the decisions he made in the past. His own son told him, when you were fighting the Empire and killing all the stormtroopers, did you ever think about who they were, or if they had families or anything? His son Ben called him out a lot. He's like, no, son, I never did. We were at war. I never had much of that. Hindsight's 20, but his son basically forced him to look at things in a different light. His son made him do or even in certain parts of the EU, including after his wife Mara was killed.
Yeah, I'll give the EU this. The EU had a lot of.
Didn't go full dark, but he did share his hate.
The EU did have a lot of good stuff. I've read a lot of the EU, like big chunks of it, and it mostly because when I was little, I'll say it like this: my older brothers, we grew up on the prequels. That's what got us all three into Star Wars. Except one of my older brothers, like the original, because he thought the prequels were boring. But my oldest brother and me would watch the prequels, the Clone Wars. I don't know if you've seen the 2 volumes, but both of those Clone Wars volumes I own and love.
Mm-hmm.
But the EU, I loved a lot of stuff in it. Like even Luke's appearance as a ghost was 100 times better in the EU than Rise of Skywalker. So I will always say that the EU is a better timeline than the Disney Star Wars, hands down.
Yeah, that's basically me, or the way I see it, because I've always called out the inconsistencies that I've seen in the Disney continuity. I mean, there's comics that they made after Episode 7 that contradict Episode 7. They have in their own story group, they have people too focused on skin color, sexuality, and gender nonsense. They don't have anybody that is focusing on consistency. And that's why I don't really embrace the Disney continuity, because if you don't have a consistent story, you're going to get lost. You're going to be like, wait, but this happened. You're going to get all sorts of problems.
And I agree with that, because I feel like I'm not a Star Trek fan at all, but I'm just using this as an example. I hate Star Trek, I'm going to be honest. But
what's up, names?
I feel like that's what's wrong with Star Trek now, like Discovery and stuff. First episode I watch, and it's like, if there's going to be a gay character or something, I don't care if they're gay. I just care about the character. You don't have to shove all that in your face. Like, if there's a different race person, I'm like, okay, cool. But, like, I'm watching a Bucky and Falcon show now, I think, or whatever it's called. I was checking it out. I'm going to give it a shot.
And on the shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, my friend Alexi wanted me to watch it, so I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And I've had so many times in episodes where you have to point out Falcon is black, and I'm like, I don't mind that he's black or anything. But it's like the first episode, they do not bring up his race or anything, and he's such a cool character. And then they start making a point of him being black, and I'm like, Falcon was a cool character before you even needed to point all this out and make a huge point of it. Don't know if that's
exactly.
I don't. Some people find out offensive, but
good book, Riot. That is actually a very good book. Speaking of which, I'm almost done reading Heir to the Empire. That is a very good book.
I think I have that somewhere on my shelf. That's a pretty good one.
I mean, yeah. Do what you gotta do, just do it awesomely. That's the way, or agreed, memes. That's the way I see it. Me,
Well,
my favorite story out of the EU will always be Dark Rendezvous. Have you ever read that one?
I'm thinking. I don't think I have, actually, and I've read quite a bit of the EU. I don't even think I've heard of it.
It's a Clone Wars era. It was Yoda and going to Count Dooku.
No,
Going
I've
to
only
basically
read...
have a heart with him. It's a good book. I'm not gonna spoil anything. That's a
No,
that's a book that you need to. That's a book that you really should buy. I'm all
Yeah,
three
man,
at my bookstore on recommendation from where to start in the EU. A lot of people say start with the Thrawn trilogy. Me, the Thrawn trilogy is great EU stuff. Believe me, it is. But if you're gonna start in the EU, you start, for God's sake, from Truce at Bakura. It takes place directly after, like the very next hour after Return of the Jedi. Go chronologically. That's the way I see it. If you go chronologically, you can't freaking complain about inconsistency.
You know, I'll
Also,
have to start on you. I always read so many of them out of order. I just didn't really know where to start with them. Because, like, when I got back into Star Wars, I watched the prequels and read some of the books of the prequels. And I really never got into as much of the original trilogy, but I always wanted to. It's just, there's so much EU stuff when you start looking through it, I get confused, like, where to start with it, you know, and where it ends.
If they would have made Thrawn trilogy into a movie, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked because Fisher, Hamill, and Ford were too old at the time, or they were far older than their characters were at the time in the movies.
You know,
Me, I would have had them around the point of the Titus era, Darth Titus, where Jason Solo turned to the dark side.
You know, I did hear...
That's where I would have done it.
They were asking George Lucas some on his original script for the trilogy. His original plans, he was going to have Darth Maul, the villain of the sequel trilogy.
Mm-hmm. He wrote treatments, and then they took his treatments that they bought for $1.5 billion and they threw them in the trash. That's a direct quote from Bob Iger.
Yeah. It makes me really sad thinking what could have been on there. Well, I am thinking, you know what they're going to do to get people to try to like the sequel trilogy more? I think they're going to, all of these Disney Plus shows coming out, I feel like all of them are going to build on the sequel trilogy. But I always say, you know, you can build on anything, but if your foundation is crap, it's really hard to build on it.
Exactly.
Like,
reminds me of Merlin.
I'm only interested, mate. I want to see the Lando show. But the way they're talking about how they might turn Lando gay or do something weird with him, I'm having a
pansexual. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, Billy D has already spoke out. He's against it. And if your original actor doesn't want that, and a lot of the producers don't want that, and Dave Filoni's been against that, it makes sense why they don't want Dave Filoni in charge now. And I'm kind of like, if they do that, I'm just gonna skip over it because I really won't watch them doing that to Lando. We're gonna screw up Lando's character so much, I feel, if they don't do it right. And there's a lot of good potential, I believe, in it. Like, the way I'm thinking they're gonna do it is half of the series will be Billy D and half will be the younger guy who played him.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, Billy D. Williams was the best thing in Rise of Skywalker. I actually liked certain elements of Rise of Skywalker, and my favorite parts of Rise of Skywalker were the scenes that Billy D. Williams was in.
Yeah,
because he brought not only the nostalgia, but he brought the feeling of Star Wars back into it.
Yeah, Billy D. brought the feeling back into it. And when I watch Rise of Skywalker, I can watch it. I've rewatched tons. And it's always because when I watch it, it reminds me of Return of the Jedi. But
yes.
But it gives me a little bit of the feel of the prequels because there's a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of weird little things. Like that stupidity of the horses riding on the ship. And I'm like, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but at the same time, it reminds me of the prequels, and it feels like something George Lucas would have approved of. I don't know why.
Thing is, it actually does make sense. I mean, from a tactical standpoint, horses on the ship make sense. Now, a lot of people are saying horses in space. They weren't in space; they were still in atmosphere. But
I agree with that. Like them on the ship.
From a tactical standpoint, they're like shut down all of their speeders or whatever. They're not riding speeders, sir. What are they riding then? They come out on the horses. You can't freaking shut down an organic thing unless you kill it.
Yeah, and I really like that idea. And the whole scene, like the action scene, was good. Now, I have a question for you, though. What's your thoughts if there's an extended cut of Rise of Skywalker? Many people have been talking about if there's an extended cut, a director's cut. Like, be honest, I don't think I'm kind of.
There isn't.
I think there could be maybe like 10 minutes cut out, like of deleted type of stuff. But I don't really think there's much as people think there is, if you get what I mean. I think, like, Last Jedi had 10 minutes deleted scenes. I think maybe it's like that. Not like a whole hour, not even 20 minutes, I believe.
Thing is, what they needed to do was the movie ended right when Palpatine died. That's the way I see it, because I can't watch it any further than that. I honestly get sick if I do, because it's not because of the lesbian kiss. It's not because of that. My mom is bisexual, so I grew up with her, or she was married to a woman. So I have no problem with lesbian kisses. The problem that I did have with it, though, was the woman, or the two that were kissing, were 30 years plus difference in age.
I know, like, okay, I have my own views on certain things, and I usually never vocal on them, but I'll say this. Like, I'm the type of person who, I'll admit, like, I don't always want to see a gay character on TV, but if they do it casually or do it normally or just normal, you get what I mean? Like, not Batwoman or the way they do it in the CW, they don't make such a big point of it, because I'm going to think off the top of my head, I remember a character in Roseanne, and they did it comedically. Okay, that wasn't serious, but there was another character in Roseanne, which wasn't as comedic, but, they didn't make it like a huge deal with a few of the characters. Now, if you look at the show, The Connors, they're pointing it out like every 2 seconds. It's kind of like Black Panther and a few of those. You don't need to make such a big deal on certain things,
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it, the one that I actually got the most enjoyment out of the sequel or the Disney trilogy was actually Rise of Skywalker, because Lando was in it. Poe was acting like a little bitch before my favorite part happens, because Lando comes in, he's like, I thought we had a shot, there's just too many of them. But there's more of us, Poe. There's more of us. Yeah, that was like the line that gave me tingles, because then freaking Lando brings the entire fucking galaxy with him. How they managed to get through that nebula, where they had to go like every which way from Sunday, I don't know.
I try not to think about it, man, because
that's the problem. That is the thing. When it comes to freaking Star Wars, it should never be a turn your brain off movie. Never. Because it has such a rich lore. All of Rise of Skywalker made me feel was how awesome it would have been if Kylo, what am I about to highlight here? Kylo Ren had been the main character. I like his part in that movie. You know what? He actually did have good. That's the thing. Adam Driver did a good job acting in Rise of Skywalker. He did. I will say that. I will acknowledge that.
I always say that about Adam Driver, and actually a friend of mine, she sent me a meme, and I'm going to actually send it to you after you're done with this live stream. There's a meme out there saying Adam Driver broke his back this year. He was carrying the sequel trilogy on his back. And that meme is so funny.
Pretty much, yeah.
If Adam Driver weren't in those movies, I don't know if they would have been that good whatsoever. They would have had no redeeming stuff. Because say what you want, I love Billy D. Mark Hamill's acting was at least good. Han Solo was at least fun to see his scenes with Chewie. But I will say this, despite all the flaws, Adam Driver carried the sequel trilogy, and I honestly believe that.
He did. I mean, yeah, he acted like a little emo bitch in the first movie, but in the second movie, he was very conflicted. He played that conflict very well.
Yeah, and
But
that scene in Rise of Skywalker is one of my favorite scenes. Is when, actually, second, my favorite scene is Palpatine at the beginning, but I love the scene where he sees Han and then he throws the lightsaber in the water. I love that scene so much, and I was
yep.
like, there's a few things, but people point out the weird things with it, like, why did he have facial hair, Han Solo? And I'm like, I think it was the reference to smuggler look in the past games and content.
It was giving him some gruff look. I mean,
yeah,
the afterlife has not been good on Han.
Yeah, and I think the scene was done really good, and that scene actually gave me a bit of connection between all three films. And that's my biggest issue with Last Jedi. I don't know if you know this, there's a deleted scene where Luke reacts to Han's death, and I wish they kept that in the film. It was a really good acted scene by Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, where after everybody leaves, he just takes a moment and he feels the sorrow.
Yeah, and that
a lot of people.
I will say this. My favorite of the sequel trilogy will be Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to do a ranking actually on my channel soon. And my top 5 Star Wars films have always been the prequels and Return of the Jedi, and now it's Rise of Skywalker. And Rise of Skywalker, which oddly enough, all 5 have Palpatine, but he's my favorite character. Anything with him I can watch. Rise of Skywalker, I know this is one of your kind of flaws with it. I loved how they brought Palpatine into it. Like, I know people say it defeats the purpose. I'm going to sound like a complete... I actually say this is a moronic opinion. I believe Anakin still beat Palpatine in that movie because you heard his one line of dialogue. I know it's such a loose connection, but I just like that. I just like Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker. He just brought an essence to that film that I think the trilogy
His performance is good. Don't get me wrong. The performance was good. Ian McDermott does a wonderful job portraying Palpatine in the movie. It's just that his mere presence in the movie is a contradiction.
Yeah, I can understand that. Like, I've talked to most of my friends dislike him in it. Then me and my other 2 friends love him in it. And me and her are always going back and forth because me and my friend Alexi's favorite character is Palpatine. So when we heard they were bringing Palpatine back, we were kind of like, okay, how are they going to do this? I don't know if you remember, there was rumors of Luke coming back. So we were like, is Luke going to face him? And the fact that Rey faced him, which I don't mind the character of Rey. I have my own opinions on her, like 50-50. I feel like they needed a arc for her better, but I liked how
they needed a better writer for her, in my opinion.
Well, I'm kind of like
they made her too damn perfect.
Is his name Rian Johnson? He's the guy who did Last Jedi, right?
Yeah.
That guy who...
He's the idiot that ruined it all.
Well, he's the idiot that ruined it all. I liked how he did Rey. That's something that nobody likes me saying about Last Jedi. Her being a nobody added more to build on. People say it took everything away, and I'm like, it added more, but then they turned her into a Palpatine, and it kind of just... It's like they were playing him and JJ played ping pong with the story arc of Rey.
I mean, the thing is, by making her nobody when they already suspected she was somebody, you don't freaking... What Rian Johnson does is Tommy and the guinea pig collect, hey, Tommy, good to see you. What he did was subvert expectations. You can't do that in Star Wars. What you do in Star Wars is, before you have a trilogy, you freaking hash it out, you write the whole damn thing, and you freaking do it in a consistent manner so that people will be able to accept it. You don't freaking do your own version of it. You don't freaking turn the main hero of the entire universe into a goddamn cut that even the main actor refuses to acknowledge the existence of his character in that movie. Mark Hamill did say that movie did not have Luke Skywalker in it until the very end. That was Jake Skywalker. And I will stand by Mark Hamill as much as I detest him in real life.
That's how I feel on him too, and I know you and me probably have the same reasons. My thing with Mark Hamill is, okay, I agree with him on Last Jedi. I liked how they things about Last Jedi, but at the end of the day, I would say it ain't up there in my favorite Star Wars movies. It's my least favorite. I'll put the animated Clone Wars movie above it. I'll put the Ewok movies above it. I'll put the holiday special above it.
Careful how far you go there, pal. Let's not get too crazy.
Man, that movie, one thing upset me, though, Mark Hamill did, is I think they would have did Colin Trevorrow's script if Mark Hamill didn't complain so much. But
no, they wouldn't have, because Colin Trevorrow did a script that was beautiful. Colin Trevorrow didn't want to go with what Disney was selling, and that's why they said you're fired. Colin Trevorrow had a great continuance to it. It would have actually enriched the lore of the Disney trilogy.
It always bugs me they never went with him, because I actually was looking forward. I was like, okay, Rian Johnson did his thing. I think it could have been better. I watched it, and I was like, okay, what's done is done. Move on from the hate of that film, even though there's a lot to learn from it, all the bad stuff it did. But I really want to see Colin Trevorrow's script. Then they said JJ's coming back, and I was like, I was split on that, because J.J. Abrams, I loved the film Super 8. The first Star Trek wasn't that bad. I don't mind some of the stuff he's produced.
Yes.
Lost. He's a good director, but I'm going to say this: he ain't a good writer. I believe, to be honest.
The problem with JJ is every franchise he got his paws in, he didn't really do a good job. He's a carbon copier. That's what he is. Talking about Disney, yes, we're talking about Disney's stuff. I'm not going to say Disney Star Wars, because there's no such thing as Disney Star Wars. Disney Star Wars doesn't exist because Disney killed Star Wars after Rogue One. But yes, we were talking about that. So yeah, basically, the way I see it is people can like what they want. If you like the Disney trilogy, that is awesome. I'm not going to take that away from you. And you want to know why I respect your opinions on it? Is because you're actually able to admit that there were problems with it.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to go say it was a flawless franchise for sure. The trilogy had so many faults, it bugs me to death.
I mean, if you were to come in here and say, that was the best fucking thing since sliced bread, then I would be like, get the hell off my channel. But no, I wouldn't kick you off. I would welcome your opinion, but I would also say, can you at least admit that there were problems with the damn thing? And if you said no, well, it would be like, well, then we're going to agree to disagree.
The only thing I'll say that was flawless that you and me disagree on was the way they handled Palpatine. I think they nailed it flawlessly.
His performance, yes, his performance was good, except for that last bit.
I feel like they could have. Okay, like I love how they brought him back, and people. Okay, here, let me use an example. Me and my friend were going back and forth on Palpatine because he hated that they brought him back. I was for it because I'm like, in Revenge of the Sith, that line of dialogue he repeats to Kylo, but he said to Anakin. I like how he reversed that dialogue, and I was like, you know what? That's enough of a reason to bring Palpatine back. That one line of dialogue, it's enough for me. Certain people want a whole nother logic of how he came back, and I'm like, it was enough. They showed the clones of Snoke there. I feel like they padded it down enough where you don't need so much explanation. It was explained really good, I believe, with that line of dialogue. I can't really remember the exact words, but he says it in Revenge of the Sith.
The dark side of the Force is a path. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many possibilities. Some consider it to be unnatural.
That line of dialogue, which I usually can quote Palpatine, Anakin, Kenobi, Yoda, Mace Windu, and all of them. I love that line.
The problem is, yes, the dark side of the Force is a pathway to many possibilities. Some consider it to be unnatural. There's just one problem.
What's that?
In the book, they tried explaining how he survived the Death Star. And they said he slingshot his spirit from his body across the galaxy. There's no Sith technique, not even essence transfer, works like that. That's not how it works. You see, go back and watch Return of the Jedi. He is screaming and shooting his Force lightning all the way down that shaft to the very point of where he blows up.
And that's what bugs me. That book, I've actually read pieces of it online. I'm not going to sit through and read the whole thing because I was like, no. Because I've read a few of the new books on Dooku and some of them, and they're okay. But a lot of books suck. A lot of them don't now. But the way they did that, I do not like. I loved it in Rise of Skywalker. I'll say Rise of Skywalker, I loved it. When I heard that was actually a thing with the whole cloning, and she's a daughter of the son clone of Palpatine or whatever, and I was like, I do not like that.
She's Palpatine's daughter. She's not his granddaughter. She's his daughter.
And you know what I say to that? I say they said granddaughter in Rise of Skywalker. That book is not canon in my brain. Till I hear on screen it is canon, it is not canon to me. And that's the way I'm sticking with it.
The thing is, everybody says that Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. All those idiots who say that Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter, you don't know anything about genetics. You see, Palpatine had a clone that wasn't Force sensitive, but was still genetically identical to him. Just because that body, which is genetically identical to him, got the freaky on with a girl and knocked up the woman, or got the freaky on with a woman and knocked her up, well, guess what? That's still Palpatine's genetics, 100% identical to his genetics, going into that body of that new life form Rey. Therefore, daughter.
And I understand that. And you want to
Basic biology. Sorry about that, folks.
Oh, it's fine. I dropped it. And I understand that. And I get what it means. I get all that. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't like it. It is something in the new Disney Star Wars that I will not accept. And I'm like, it's the way they did it so easy. You know, it did speculation. Well, if he's a granddaughter, he must have had a kid when he was old. And I was like, Palpatine was a rich man. He could have bought a few women there, Scary to think about, actually.
Thing is, Palpatine was asexual. I mean, if you really want to get into classifications, he was asexual. He had no sexual desire. His only desire was more power and immortality. That was his only thing. He would never father a kid, or he would never sire a child.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Now that I think about it, book-wise, I almost feel like they didn't even need to explain how like in the book, they didn't need to put so much in the books, man.
Well, they actually did, because the movie made no sense. But this woman, Ray Carson, who wrote the book, you want to know how they justify ties having hyperspace capability? And I quote, we lost them. Well, anyway, I'm going to continue. They justified the TIE fighter having hyperspace capability, and I quote, they have the capability. How? It's a fucking ball with wings! Can somebody explain to me how there is a freaking eyeball with wings? Yeah. Kind of like circle wings. Yeah. Explain to me how you get a hyperspace engine on it. You see, there was only one TIE fighter prototype with a prototype hyperspace engine. Oh, geez, robot audio. I'm sorry. Mine is, or his was. Guys, people, let me know. Yeah. Is it my audio that's going weird, or his audio that's going weird? Or his audio that was going weird? Yeah. It's all freaking retarded. His name Disney can find left. Oh wait, I didn't put any restriction on this. Oh wait, no, let me post the audio back. Fine. It's really cutting sound. Very static. You are not in tune with the agenda of Big Mouse Brothers is watching and that mouse. That's all well and good and very funny. How is my audio? Oh, what's up, buddy? Audio. Is my audio coming in clearly? Can you all hear me? Good. But yeah, let's see what's going on Twitter right now while I wait for you guys to tell me whether it's going in good. No, that's not. Kind of insanity is going on Twitter, shall we? You sound like a droid, Orange. Oh, dear God. All right. Is this better? Please let me know. If not, I'll just do this. Haha! It does look like it's better a little bit. Boop. So yeah, let me know while I go over some weird shit on here and whatnot. Of course nobody might know. Good. Hey, sub and whatnot. 1 sec. Oh, Eagle Rider came in. That's awesome. Lots of people came in or saw it, but nobody joined except for Eagle Rider, of course. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes, I'm live. I am live. So, much better, my man. Okay, good job. Nice and whatnot. Just a stream to chat and shoot the breeze. Yeah. Thank you, Soul Assassin. You are my awesome mob. But yes, so all of you know I will be returning back up north to where I live at the end of, or near the end of June. And Wednesday of that week might not have a mystery review because I'm going to be moving from my landlady's place into my mom's place. So I'm going to be in transition. Friday of that week will not have a stream because the 9th of July will be having a very special stream, as most of you probably already know. In celebration of Axel Braun's release of Black Widow and the MCU's attempt at a Black Widow movie, July 9th will have a very special versus stream. Lacey Lennon versus Scarlett Johansson. And we got the real Logan transitioning.
Sorry about that. My friend was acting dumb on a whole another level of dumb again.
That happened.
Yeah.
But I was just updating my viewers for July. There's going to be a little bit of difference in the normal schedule of streaming. So yes, I will be not streaming on the 2nd, but on the 9th, and that will be a versus stream of Porn Star versus Celebrity, Lacey Lennon versus Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow finally coming out. I've been waiting for that movie for forever. Yes, I have too. And I have been waiting for it too. And hopefully I can catch it and then do my stream. If it has to be at 10 p.m. instead of 9 p.m., because I'm hoping to catch it in theaters, then I will be able to get and do it in theaters. And I will then also, I'm going to be very busy that day. Holy crap. Basically, I'm going to have to watch the parody, do a review for that, possibly spend $30 if I have to watch the freaking Black Widow movie. If my theater is not open by the time I get back to where I live.
I live in. Oh, hang on 1 minute. I'll tell you my thing on the theater in a minute. I'm gonna go grab me a slice of pie.
Okay. But yeah, I will be doing the Lacey Lennon's I'll be reviewing that as well. And then I will be doing a parody. Now I am only going to have 3 slots open for that parody because I do have ambition and I'm hoping that it will work. It's a stretch, folks, but I'm going to try to make it happen. And you know what? Stay tuned. Because here's the thing. If I have to change the date of this versus stream, I will change it. Because I do have an ambition. And that ambition is large. Hopefully it is not too large for myself. But I will be trying to do something. And hopefully it will pay off. You all still hear me? Before I start this time, you guys
Okay, I'm back.
be tough. Because Scarlett Johansson is my precious thing, yeah. Audio. Oh, let me see if this works.
Sorry, I don't know about your mom's cooking, but I can never turn down my mother's cooking when it comes to certain desserts she makes, like a pie she makes and stuff.
I can turn down all of my mom's cooking. No offense, Mom, if you ever see this stream, you actually did do a very good macaroni and cheese. You did a very good macaroni and cheese.
Man, my mom has many different foods she can cook when it comes to being great foods. Lasagna, mac and cheese, grilled cheese, bologna and cheese. Yeah. Anything with cheese involved.
Excellent. Oh, looks like we got another. I got a comment in one of my earlier videos. Tropical bird. Could be wrong, but I think the Montrolls are the part that comes up and Leku down. So Togruta have both Leku and Montrolls, but Twi'lek only have Leku. This person who commented this is getting a heart on the thing because, believe it or not, that dude knows his lore pretty dang well. His name is Tropical Bird, so shout out to Tropical Bird. You actually got that right. So yeah, good job, man. The Montrolls for head tail stuff. If they go up, Montrolls. If they go down, Leku.
Interesting thing I just realized about your live stream. You know Trump Skywalker?
Yeah, the guy that was in the chat earlier?
Yes, I did not notice something or realize it when I was going back and forth with him. That is one of my best friends, actually, who recommended your channel. He made a new account. She made a new account.
Nice.
Yeah. And now I'm just coming from a Republican, too. But like some of those crazy ones? Like, you see them on both sides, like crazy ones.
Yeah, there's the hardcore right, hardcore left, and then there's the ones in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the ones who fell off the far right, like fall down a mountain into crazy. Yeah. Every morning, I hear something coming from her house. Want to know what she listens to every morning? There's a Trump national anthem.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. You need to look it up. Just type in Trump national anthem. It is one of the, I don't know whether to call it dumb or what, but I always find it hilarious.
Oh, jeez. Blob is fat, if you are watching or hearing this. I already know about the whole Geeky Pixie thing being Moonchild 93. I really do not fucking care. I've already said my piece on the Geeky Pixie thing. I'm not going to say any more on it. I have said my piece. God damn it. I have said my piece on that shit. And people just keep wanting me to say. The dude freaking acted like he was a woman. Got people to freaking believe that shit. Hurt a lot of people in the process. Caused a lot of people to support this fraud. Did some very questionable shit. And did some very heinous shit. And it set me back on my trust levels. So yeah, I'm not going to fucking talk about it anymore. Or even acknowledge that shit. You now have 18 likes. Thank you, Junebug. I had no idea how many likes I had, but thank you for letting me know.
Shout out to Junebug for being one of my favorite YouTubers, by the way.
Nice. But yes, I am Ambassador. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. Having a good night, except for that one part where the idiot fucking had to mention Geeky Pixie. Folks, there's reasons. I'm not going to go into them.
When does Black Widow come out?
July 9th.
Okay, so wait, it comes out next month? I thought it was like more towards the end of the year. Because it's been postponed so many times now.
It's coming out July 9th. And so is the porn parody and of Black Widow and whatnot. I'm going to...
Okay, the superhero film I'm looking forward to is The Samaritan and Suicide Squad. But The Samaritan has been postponed to who knows when. Yeah. Since MGM got bought out by Amazon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And Samaritan...
Yeah, I'm aware of that buyout. And I'm not happy about it. Bezos is a fucking retard.
Did you know Samaritan was supposed to come out 2 days ago, and it didn't? Nothing came out. The trailer
because of the buyout.
And the trailer was supposed to be released like a month and a half ago, so all the interesting stuff that was coming from it has been put on pause, and the rumor is it might go straight to Amazon Prime, and I do not want that. It's a theater-type movie, I think.
Yeah, it is. Any and every movie with Sylvester Stallone is theater-worthy.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone, I really feel like Hollywood is not wanting him to go up anymore. I think they're trying.
They don't. They think that he's a Trumplican.
Yeah, which I've seen his interviews. He's been always neutral. And, I'm one of those people who try to separate political actors from the work, which I'll admit, certain actors, even for Republican sides, are kind of hard when they act so dumb, But I try to separate it. And Stallone's always been neutral. That's why I think him and Mel Gibson, do so much good work. But at least they're neutral. I don't hear nothing stupid in the media about him. So when that golfing thing came out about always hanging around Trump, and it came out to be false, it shows how stupid the media is,
Yeah, did videos on that too. It's like, oh, well, okay, so he's doing a thing at Mar-a-Lago. Then he came out, and I had to do a very impromptu video without a thumbnail. It turns out that he just came out and said this. He's not going to Mar-a-Lago. So it's like, yeah. It's like, fuck. Okay, then. I had to do a very quick retraction of that video.
Here's a little interesting thing about MGM getting bought by Amazon, how it affects Stallone. I don't know if you know this, he was going to do a prequel series to Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is, Andy was going to do another movie focused on Rocky teaching another person. And they said that MGM, he's saying they do not want him involved in Rocky. MGM does not want him at all, but they're stuck with the Samaritan. Rumor is Lionsgate could buy the Samaritan out and release it. but no one really knows what's up. And I'm hoping for Samaritan goes to the theater because I'm gonna be honest, Stallone does good films. I liked Creed was okay. Creed 2 was pretty good, but a lot of his films haven't went to the theaters. Like he did the straight-to-video Escape Plan sequels. The only thing he did last year was Mortal Kombat. I'm hoping he gets something in the theater.
Sorry about that. I had to mute my thing because I had to respond to that tweet that tagged me as part of what Geeky Pixie, or that whole Geeky Pixie thing. It's like, folks, I do not freaking want to hear it. I don't care.
Yeah, sometimes people are just repetitive, man.
Yep. I mean, I've told people, it's like, leave me the fuck alone on the whole Geeky Pixie thing. I said my piece. I don't want anything to do with it. At least Kurt Russell was right. Actors are court gestures. Exactly.
Mel Gibson, man. I still put him as one of the top actors in my list of favorite actors. Mel Gibson is one of the greatest filmmakers of all time.
He's insane, but he's also good. Yeah.
I could tell you a story, and you would think I'm lying on the stream right now.
Go ahead, tell it.
Did you know? Okay, have you seen the original Lethal Weapon?
I have seen all 4 Lethal Weapons numerous times.
I'll say I love all 4. Did you remember that scene in the very first one when he has the gun in his mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know there was a bullet in the chamber, actually?
Oh, yeah. That's how crazy he is, yeah.
Yeah, crazy old Mel. I like this film he just did. You should check out Fat Man he did. Really good film.
I'm thinking about checking that one out.
Yeah, I recommend, at this point, I would just wait till next Christmas and pop it in. It's a slow burn movie. Really good. It's nice to see him in a good film for once. It's been a while since he's done something like really, something that's worth having his name on it. Like Boss Level, he wasn't really in. Force of Nature, a few of his recent films he's not really had a big part in. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm interested in seeing him do the new Resurrection of the Christ movie to follow Passion of the Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see him still working. I know he's doing Lethal Weapon 5 in the next week.
He's doing Lethal Weapon 5? That's confirmed?
Oh, yeah, it's confirmed. Richard Donner, the director's coming back. Danny Glover. And it will have the writers of Lethal Weapon 4, oddly enough. We're getting all the old production crew and everything. And it's called Lethal Final.
Huh.
Yeah, they said Richard Donner and his production said it's officially going to stop production within a certain time period of the next 2 years. But COVID, I think, postponed it. But it's still in production. And the way I've seen it, I think Mel Gibson will carry it with a younger guy, and Danny Glover will be a supporting character, personally.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it, they got to hand it off to Chris Rock and anybody who's younger because, holy crap, Lethal Weapon 4 was what year? Like 2004 or 5? I believe.
Hey, let me check. I got it on my shelf right here. Just let me check the data, actually. It was 98.
Oh, wow, 98. Okay. So here's the thing. They could have Chris Rock's character being ready to retire, and then they could have Riggs and Butters' kid getting ready or being cops. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a theory out there that the way, they're all into Riggs' bloodline in a weird way. It seems like they've been focused on that, the writers have, when they brought Riggs up. I think they're going to have Riggs' son or daughter, I think it was a son, be the villain.
Mm-hmm. No, that would be horrible.
Because they said this new movie ain't going to be as much of a comedy. It's going to be a lot more, it's going to be serious, but have some comedic moments like the original.
Oh, yeah, I mean, one of the things I liked about Lethal Weapon 2 was when they're busted back down to Street Blues, and Glover's putting his automatic in his holster, and it goes off in the locker room, so you see Riggs just start freaking out and beating shit out of everything, and everybody's like, what's going on here? I'm having a bad day. You want some? Thought I had gunfire. What are you doing?
I love that.
His partner's ass.
Lethal Weapon 2, man, I've always said it's very underrated. No, Lethal Weapon 3 is underrated. Lethal Weapon 2, I think, is one of the better sequels out there for a classic film.
Well, yeah, I also had that chick with some pretty amazing body.
Yeah, rip. That was the worst crime rap movie is killing her.
Well, they had to serve a purpose. I think it's also the way Little Women for Mel Gibson had a kid in the movie and Danny Glover had a grandson head over to those characters. Exactly. That is what I'm saying, Jim, but they should transition and have those kids take over if they want to continue Lethal Weapon.
All I know on the new one, because all I can tell you guys is I'm 100% certain, dude, that they are saying it's going to connect to all 4 films and it ain't just going to be like a straight sequel to the original 1 or 2. But he said it's going to tie into the 4th one, 3rd one, the original. It's going to be an actually conclusion to all 4 films.
Nice.
And it's even getting Donor back, who's like 90-something directing. So it's insane.
Yeah, he's... Jim Bug actually said he's going to be 90 this year. Richard Donner, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody's talking about Richard Donner is going to be... I keep hearing people, like, I know a few other channels, I think even Junebug might have been in one of the streams, they're saying Richard Donner is going to die before it's finished. And I'm kind of like, you know, if Clint Eastwood can pop out movies at now 91 years old, I think Richard Donner might have one more left in him to finish it up. And if he does die on that, just have Mel Gibson take over directing.
Clint Eastwood has been doing movies, yeah, true, even at 91. They haven't been as good as his other movies. I mean, Gran Torino was a freaking masterpiece, so was $1 Million Baby. But the Mule, I heard, was not as good.
It was, I would say this, it's good, but if this is the movie he would retire with, I would be disappointed. But I heard he's going to act in one more film he's filming now. It's called Cry Macho. It's about him being an old rodeo guy, raising a little boy or doing something like that. I feel like this might be the right movie to end his career on because he keeps popping out ones. And like Richard Jewell was good, but if you look at some of his movies, like the Paris one, that one wasn't that good. American Sniper was good, but he's had a few duds in between all the good ones. His last great movie he was in was Gran Torino. That film was my favorite Clint Eastwood film.
Indeed. I mean, that's also my favorite Clint Eastwood one. I actually did a blind review for that a while back because I was unable to watch it because I hadn't bought it yet, but I could still remember it so clearly in my mind that it's like, I need to get a video out, so what the hell am I? You know what? I'll do a freaking blind review this time. And the thing is, I think it did a pretty good job on that blind review.
You know, I'm going to actually have to go back and watch that review. I love Gran Torino, and I always say with Eastwood, I'm not a huge Eastwood fan, and that was actually my first Clint Eastwood film, actually. And it was really good. And I've went back and watched like his Fist $4 trilogy and all the other stuff. Unforgiven, The Rookie, $1 Million Baby, Bloodwalk, and a lot of his other stuff. But I think Gran Torino was a masterpiece. It is in my top 10 favorite films of all time. I think my favorite would have to be Logan, because I love that superhero film, the last Wolverine film. But I'd say Gran Torino is up there with Logan and Revenge of the Sith, which are my favorite films.
Yeah. All right, let's see what kind of weirdness is going on here today. A friend of mine has added a photo. I should give my friends some hugs because they are feeling like they are down right now. Hugs. That is very true. My friend had a very unfortunate happening in her life, and I'm not going to get into it on. What's my other friend saying?
Your voice thing went out, and I think it's because I accidentally bumped it on my phone, so I'm just going to rejoin. So link it in the chat if it ain't there.
Okay. Well, put it back in the chat that way if Riot wants to come on. Riot can come on as well. There we go. Can you all hear me? Apparently not. I'm having internet issues, aren't I? Fuck. No.
Oh, hey, man, I wanted to tell you something, before the stream ends. It was interesting actually hearing you talk politics on the channel, because I'm not usually big on having politics all the time on my channel. It's interesting hearing you talk politics.
Hi. Yeah, it's bad again.
Hey, dude.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Am I coming in clearly?
Yeah, you're coming in clear as day.
Okay, cool. What's up?
I said I want to tell you before the stream ends because I have followed your channel for quite a bit now. I found you like a month ago. I wanted to say it was kind of interesting hearing you talk politics in the stream. Actually, it was kind of interesting hearing your viewpoint on things.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, people are
I
too
try
scared.
to.
Most people are
I
scared to
try to
bring up.
stay new. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I had a channel, actually, interesting story if you want to hear. I had a channel that was taken down mostly over political stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had about, I feel like it was 200. It was close to 200. I think it was 190 something. Followed a few other, YouTubers. Like I know I watched Junebug's channel some then, Rambo Out for Life, Retro Scotty, and a few people. And I actually got taken down, and I couldn't figure out, well, what did I get taken down over? Because they didn't tell me, and that's the thing I don't understand. Usually, they give you a warning. YouTube does. They said
They
I
were
was.
probably hitting you with misinformation, or hit you because of misinformation. If you contested the election, you got your channel pulled.
And that's what I thought it was going to be. Like, that's what I thought it was over. But I had my election video still held up in my queue because I never got around to uploading it about how I thought it was, fraud and stuff. And what it was over is I had a huge group of people that got mad at me for filming a video a year before. And I didn't know. I didn't even know people went back and watched that video. It was one of my very first videos. Then I had a few people message me up on Instagram that they reported me. And they weren't even the same troll. It was actually a few different people. And they kept reporting my video on spam accounts till they took me off YouTube. And took them, and I was wondering where all these trolls' account coming from because it was an insane amount. Like, I mean, I'd say it was at least 40 in the long run because how many people there were. They would have multiple accounts each. And the video they got upset about, I feel like I said something they thought that offended the LGBTQ plus community. Like I called them the alphabet people or something. And ended up getting taken down over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Never look for answers from YouTube. They never disclose that shit. You're damn right they don't. The ones that booted me off of or the same thing with Twitter. I mean, yeah, I said that Biden should have gotten hit with a chair or that Deadpool should have hit Biden with a chair. Thing is, YouTube or not YouTube, but Twitter, if you're watching this, yeah, I did say that. I'll fucking own up to it. But I also meant it as a fucking joke. Hence why I actually used a character that is fictional. But yet you guys had absolutely no problem with people like Kathy Griffin and other people talking about openly assassinating the president of the United States.
I'm a very.
You also had freaking Peter Fonda while he was still alive. Burn in hell, you jackass. But you also had him saying that Barron should be ripped from his parents' arms and thrown in a cage full of pedophiles. Yet he was able to keep his fucking profile. You had all sorts of people saying that shit. Yet they get to keep their profiles, and yet you kick me out of Twitter for saying that a fictional character should somehow or should smack a real person with a chair. There's just one problem. How can a fictional person do that? Here's the answer. They fucking can't. It was meant as a joke. You guys are politically biased pieces of shit, and I will get a lawyer if I have to contend the suspension. I would rather not waste my money on that, and I don't think you guys want to either, because here's the thing. If I have to, I'll get the freaking guy that is Crowder's freaking attorney. The quarter black Asian guy or whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah, I like that dude. He's pretty cool.
Half Asian lawyer or whatever his name is. Because the thing is, that dude specializes in online stuff. And I am so sick and tired of being mistreated on freaking... You guys say you are all for this and all for that. You're all for Pride Month and shit. LGBTQ. Well, plus So you guys like bigoted towards that thing? I'll freaking use your own goddamn shit against you. I have no problem doing it.
You know, man.
Not to mention, you're also picking on a person who's autistic. Oh, believe me, my girl or my girl.
I'm in
her
shock
lawyer,
you got taken down for that. I didn't know you got taken down for that, man.
Yeah, they suspended my account for saying that shit. And I mean, they gave me two things, or two 12-hour suspensions, or 1 to 7-day suspension for using the word retard in its proper fashion. But yeah, okay, Junebug. Oh, believe me, my girl, her lawyer is pretty powerful. So if they shut down my channel, let's put it this way: I already wrote the declaration. Nice.
Nice.
Wait, Logan, are you Superman Returns? Junebug is asking.
I would like to think I'm Superman, but if you mean another person, I don't think so.
Like a profile, I'm guessing, named Superman Returns?
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I had an Xbox account, actually, Superman Returns 03. So I don't know if he's talking about
That's
Xbox.
probably the one he was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's ridiculous that these. Oh my god, you can't be serious.
You know, you want to hear what I said in my video to get me taken down on YouTube, man?
What did it do?
Okay, so before I say this, I'm just adding here 100% not dissing the alphabet people's community.
Okay.
Because people always take it out of context. I was in a video and I was saying, that, Trump has not once said he's going to do anything to the community. And I went on and on about it. I believe there is gay people out there. And I said, but now it's becoming a trend to say you're gay on TikTok and everything. I said something like that. And I just started naming a few little things out there. And they said I was using harsh language about, I don't know, it was something about like harsh language. And I was like, I've never cussed in one of my videos, man. And that was the video that apparently got taken down because I noticed in the backlog it got reported. And then the one after, it was a 2-part video, got me taken down. So it had to be those 2 videos. And I could never understand why that got me taken down out of all the videos, except now that you say the Biden thing with the chair, I'm kind of speechless on what to say.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show the double standard of Twitter.
Yeah, and I do believe, real quick for anybody watching is, I do believe treat everybody equal no matter what, Most cases, of course, Yeah.
The heck is this thing gonna do? Okay.
Actually, the weird thing is, I don't know if you have the same thing with your YouTube channel. I actually got more views on my videos than subs. Like, I would get a few videos, I'd get up to 1,000 views, but then only like one sub out of all the views.
Yeah, the thing is, what I'm noticing with my channel is that all my videos, when I go and look at my my studio here, let's see here, the whatchamacallit, the analytics. My last video, some blue chick on Twitter gives a bigoted threat about J.R. Tolkien and his fans. It's an 11-minute and 39-second video. It has 30 views. The average duration of people watching the video, 3 minutes, 42 seconds. That's discouraging in my own opinion, because it's telling me that people aren't watching my videos all the way through. I mean, I'm not calling anybody specifically out. I don't know who it is that are doing it. And some people do actually prove that they have watched all the stuff all the way through. And it's like, okay, thank God. But it's like, come on, guys. If you're going to watch my videos, watch it all the way through, please.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It really does help the algorithm.
Yeah, and then you get people, I don't know if you know this, because I didn't know it, because I'm not big on gaming consoles. If they watch you from an app on the gaming consoles, you will not get a view, but they've still seen your whole video. Like that, I've seen quite a bit of your videos, and like some of your videos that say no views, only like 2 views, I've watched them. It just doesn't go up a view since I'm watching it on an Xbox. Don't know if you know that.
Rockin' weird.
Here's a headset.
Yep.
Thank you, John.
You can use that headset.
Thank you.
Hello to whoever's in here.
Hi.
It's on you, right off. Okay. My baby sister wanted a headset.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
such a good,
Yeah.
such a good big brother.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I am. They take my stuff. They break my stuff. I let it all go. I'm such a noble person.
No.
By the way, I will be starting a different YouTube channel. This main account, because I'm going to follow Junebug, and I know he's in the stream, so I'll just say it now, is not going to be my main account. Me and my friend Lexi, me and a few different friends of mine, I've bounced back and forth with my friend Rachel Shadow, so it'll probably be my friend Shadow. Me and her are going to start a channel together and go over whether it's movie reviews, politics, and stuff going on in the world. So we're going to co-do a channel together.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Kamala Harris. Yeah, that Kamala Harris thing. Checking on you. Yeah, Kamala Camel. Oh, hey, Riot. I just saw you. Pop in here.
Hello.
Hey, yo. How are you?
I'm okay.
Awesome.
A little overworked, but yeah. Just get my summer class all figured out, so.
Nice. Oh, yeah, I'm just going over some notifications in YouTube now, seeing who's up and who's down and who's all around and whatnot. I don't. The first 8 minutes of In the Heights, I don't care. Nerd Rock is live with his nooner, which was an hour ago. So it's like, if your nooner is like fucking like 3 p.m. or some shit, I don't know. It's Josiah, Lyndon, Conservative Twins. I love the Hodge Twins. I actually got a shirt and a card coming from the Hodge Twins, folks. And when I get that stuff, I am gonna freaking laugh my ass off.
Oh, I'd love to see that in your videos, man. I really love their channel. They're really good.
I got the 1776 shirt plus the white privilege card.
What?
I bought the white privilege card from the freaking Hodge Twins website.
Okay, I'm gonna have to buy that.
Wow.
I did it strictly for troll reasoning because it's like I'm moving out, and you want to know why? I got white privilege.
Okay, man, I'm gonna have to buy the shirt and have it in my videos now because I'm gonna be talking politics. And I hear that joke all the time in the videos. I thought that was a joke. I didn't even know that was legit.
JJ, Sith Lord 3827, how dare you? How dare you go live when I go live? How dare you?
Hey, have you seen the new Saved by the Bell show, man?
Nope, and I shall not.
I really recommend you skip it.
Well, I planned on skipping it because it's like, I have no idea where it is. If it's on TV, I ain't watching it because I don't have a TV.
No, it's on Peacock, and I went into it thinking it was going to be good because I grew up with Saved by the Bell. Man, it is as political as the 2016 Ghostbusters, or more political.
Well, that answers why I'm not watching it. It's on. I don't do water sports, peacocks, and all that shit.
It's basically about like
all the kids that were in Bayside are all growing up, and now their kids are doing stupid shit, right?
Yeah, it's basically half of Zach's kids are white privilege. Zach's a Republican governor who doesn't know how to do anything with the economy, and all the kids are coming out as trans, getting treated like garbage. But it's like done in such an unrealistic fashion where it's like, is this a skit? It's like really badly done.
I really need to buy a lock just because I want to practice using this thing. Let me come on camera for a second. During the lockdown, folks, during the lockdown, I got very bored. So,
Audio's cutting out again.
What a sad ordeal. Man, use your white privilege card. It'll stop cutting you off then.
Yeah, because that totally works for everything, even internet problems.
But yeah, I got a lockpick set.
I'm picturing you as Catwoman trying to burglarize an area.
Nice.
I just got so freaking bored. I bought myself a freaking lockpick set, and it's like, you know what? Fuck it. And the thing is, I'm getting pretty decent at it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna, folks. Here at Orange Hat Reviews, we do not approve of breaking and entering, but we do approve of, if you are fucking bored, practice picking locks. Just because. Thing is, I can pick a lock if I need to. I just choose not to. Always use the key if you have it. But yeah, I got so freaking bored during the pandemic that I just ordered a freaking lockpick set. It was with the freaking $600 that we got back in January. Am I coming in still creepy or clacky or whatever?
No, you're coming in perfect. I kind of just lost the war.
I'm coming.
That's cool what you got.
How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good. I got it.
Did we just lose all of our freaking viewers?
I don't
Come
know.
back, you gentlemen. How dare you all? Well, anyway, but yeah, we've been going on for what? Almost 2 hours? I could go on for a little longer. But yeah, it's like...
Yeah, let's 0 viewers.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
just rude. Well, I'm still going to go on for a little bit longer. I mean, you just got here, so I ain't going to just shut up just because people all left. Happy Blobfish Productions uploaded. Moonchild is geeky picture. Good for fucking piece of shit.
Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, well, let's see. I'm doing my 600 sub special, so that's fun.
Hey, you hit 600. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually at 640 right now because I am extremely slow at putting these things out. But I mean, whatever.
Me soon. At 707 or 708. I was at 709 this morning, but I seem to have lost 2.
Yeah, it's okay. That happens sometimes. Like you lose a couple, you gain a couple. Like I lost a couple last week, and I gained a couple this week. So
exactly.
That's whatever.
At least
Yeah.
still
Yeah, I'm doing like top 10 villains, so that's gonna be a big one.
Okay. Tapping.
Oh, sorry, that was me. I should probably get the cords out. There you go. Now you won't hear tapping.
Let me were you what were you doing? Filling a pipe?
No. No, I'm like shaking my legs basically back and forth, and then like the wire was right next to it, so it's like boop, boop, boop on the table.
Shaking your legs back and forth. Okay,
Yeah, that's what I do.
that was a weird sound for leg shaking back and forth. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, but yeah, I got this game on Facebook that I play. Have y'all heard of Hero Wars?
Nope.
It's a weird game on Facebook where heroes are fighting villains and shit. It's pretty nice. The only problem is, and I'm actually going to make a video about this, it's like, it's a good game. It has a good premise, except that you can't really progress unless you freaking spend money. Because otherwise, you're going to be playing this game for years and basically still suck at it unless you actually open up your purse. I mean, much as I like the game, I have put a lot of money in this game. Well over
That's
a couple thousand.
with most mobile games, so.
Yeah, it's also they also have a mobile variant to it, but I play it on the base of, or on PC YouTube. But yeah, or PC Facebook, not mobile Facebook, because it's actually a different game. They have a Hero Wars for the mobile, but they also have one for on your computer. I play the one that's computer, and they say that it's or a lot of the things are random. I'm like, well, fine, give me the fucking random pick because that's all I really need to do now to actually, because I need one hero, and it's a legendary, absolute star hero. Basically, the only thing you got to do is level him up and whatnot.
Okay.
And it's like it's like 1 in a million. It's like, well, I've basically opened 1 million chests. Where is he? Can I get my hero, please? He's the only hero that I need out of the 53 heroes because I got 52. And it's like, come on now. I've been doing, seriously, what do I need to do to get this goddamn hero? Also, they have things called Titan totems for Titans and whatnot. And I got a water totem, but there's also an earth and fire totem that you can get to boost up your earth and fire Titans. And it's like, I just spent money on a freaking season pass for the elemental season, hoping I would get either a fire or earth totem. No, they gave me a fragment of other Titan or of my water totem so I can evolve that totem. And it's like, oh God, really? That's okay, dude. I'm still here. G-Fan, good to see you. And if you're busy, you get busy, dude. I ain't going to hold that against you. Big hugs to the G-Fan, folks. Make sure you sub to him, too.
Yeah, I also play an extremely grindy mobile game, and it's a gacha.
Yeah, it's they just want you to spend money and spend money and spend money. I'm only going to be spending $4.95 a week on this game, simply because I prefer the Valkyrie's Favor, which gives you a little bit of extra perks along the way that are progressive perks, meaning you get a certain amount of currency, and that currency builds an amount that you get each day when you log in. So it's like, okay, because during your first week, you get like 500. Then your second week, you get 525. Your third week, you get 575, and so on, progressing in further and further. And because of
I just got the game. Have you heard of Predator Hunting Grounds?
Oh, I've heard of that. That's like where like someone's the predator and then there's other like hunters and stuff, right?
Yeah, I picked it up recently. It ain't that bad. The issue is with it is okay, so when the game came out, it was doing really good. Actually, it sold best in China, oddly enough. And it came out during COVID, so of course it was going to have double the sales because people staying home and whatnot. And when that happened, it was a good game, fun. Graphics were a bit weird, but they have to do it weird because they want you not to see the predator that good in the trees, and whatnot. And the issue with it is they quit adding maps. Instead, they're just adding skins, and everybody wanted Danny Glover and the Concrete Jungle. It's kind of annoying now. But what they did instead is they added gun skins and crap like that, and now they're adding more predators to the game. And it's kind of annoying because the predators are impossible to kill. Like, you cannot kill the predator anymore unless if it's a lower level. That's why I actually had to buy a DLC to counter it, which you buy Arnold Schwarzenegger and you actually stand a chance.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Which Arnold is cool. He has a lot of new dialogue, I guess.
But yeah, my favorite Predator game is Concrete Jungle.
It is the best.
For PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I had it on original Xbox. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Aside from the AVP with the Xbox 360, yeah, Hungry Shark isn't too bad as far as mobile go. I mean, this new game this game Hero Wars that I got, I got it down to a science basically. It's like they say that no team is perfect, and they're absolutely right. No team is perfect of the heroes that you have. You can have a very good team and still lose against another very good team. So, but there is a perfect team for different situations. like there's this tower thing that you can go up every day to get a lot of gold and a lot of resources and stuff. And it's like, just make sure that you have at least a very high amount of team, or just make sure that you're progressing your team as much as you can. And if you get too far, or if you get too far where the teams are at least 10 to 18,000 points higher than you at the top of the tower, you should still be all right if you're using the boosts that the tower allows you to have. However, if you have the right team, the 18,000 or the over 18,000 over your team's rating is not going to matter because you got such a great team. And it's like, okay, so I'm helping other players who are in my guild. It's like, you guys want to have the best thing for the tower? Use this team. You got the perfect team. One person stops them from getting their limit breaks. One person heals and then also deals damage depending on her personality switch. You also have another character that loves to do a lot of area of effect damage and heals himself when he does it. You got one that is a great magic defense shield. It all depends on the situation. It's a very good game. It's just that they also sucker you into using a lot of money to progress in it. That I don't like. It's the reason why I got off console gaming.
Yeah, I get it. Like, that's most mobile games and some console games even, which sucks. You know, like, I'm playing Pokemon Masters EX, so it's where you, like, get a bunch of Pokemon characters and play as them, basically. You battle with their Pokemon. But, like, I don't think it's necessarily pay to win, but they're kind of making some events pay to win. Like, there's this one right now. You have to have sync pairs with certain traits. So, like, a common trait throughout all of them, like the region Hoenn. So, basically. But to actually have them able to do anything, like, they do 5 times as damage if they have the same trait. But like, the elements that you need, so, like, in Pokemon, there's typings. Like, you literally need, like, the 2 guys that are currently as banners right now that you have to, pay gems to actually get them. So it's like, well, that just sucks. And, like, the only 2 waters with the same trait is 2 5-stars. So that's fun. And those have the lowest rates, obviously. So I don't have either of them. So it's like I'm kind of, like, struggling. And I'm like, yeah, like, I can't pay any more money for this damn game.
Same here. It's like, I only pay what I need to, and I'm not going to pay for extra bonuses because I really honestly don't need them. I'll slow down with it if I have to. But it's like, I'll do what I need to.
Yeah, basic. Yeah.
As for Pokemon, I didn't do anything except after the Super Game Boy Advance SP Hoenn region Gen 3. I got Fire Red and Leaf Green. I got Sapphire Ruby and Emerald. And it's like, awesome. But that's all. It's like, I haven't played anything past that. Because
I've been playing since Ruby Sapphire, so
Nintendo 64 is actually one of the best freaking gaming systems of all time. You can drop an N64 off the Empire State Building, and that sucker would still be in one piece.
Man, we have one that I dumped in a river, and I'm not kidding, a river of water, basically, and it still won't ride it out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, N64s are incredibly durable. You do that with a PlayStation, it's like, busted.
You know, it's kind of funny. I don't really buy many new games. Most of the games I'm playing right now, I have Predator Concrete Jungle, AVP. I don't know if anybody's even heard of it, Jaws Unleashed. It's like
the
original Jaws.
I love Jaws Unleashed.
Those are the games I'm playing. I also got the original Battlefront 2 and Star Wars Jedi Knight Outcast, or whatever it's called. I got on my shelf ready to play.
The only fairly recent game I've bought, is Pokemon Shield, and then an indie game called Dandy Ace. It's a dungeon crawler where he plays magician, and that's about it, actually. And then there's I actually bought something. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called Zero Escape: The Nonary Games, and it's a collection of 2 of the games in the Zero Escape series, but not the first one, which oddly enough, but just the second and third ones.
I mean, the Jaws Unleashed game, I had an Xbox, and I played on the original Xbox. And I beat that game. And then it's just basically just going around as...
I'm stuck fighting the orca right now.
In the theme park?
Yeah, I'm stuck in the theme park fighting the orca whale right now, and it's really difficult.
You two friends.
I'm shocked how much how much it connects to the movie, though. It actually has an uncanny connection to the movie with characters.
It takes place. Yeah, it's basically years, or it's basically the version of Jaws 4 that it should have been instead of Jaws: The Revenge.
Oh, but come on, man, that film was
it's Jaws 4 on Amity Island.
Jaws: Revenge, man, that film deserved an Oscar. That film was Citizen Kane.
I wouldn't go there, but yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, Michael Caine denied a Oscar or something so he could be in that movie, and he completely regretted it.
Yeah, after Jaws 2, I don't Jaws 3 wasn't that good. I only go back because I'm a Dennis Quaid fan, and he filmed the movie while he was high the entire film. And yeah, that's true. If you look in the movie, randomly he'll be smiling in the background, kind of just stumbling. He's high that entire movie. And he says, the only thing that got him through that movie was crack. And that's the only reason I go back. It's his most bizarre performance. And I'm saying that because
Hello?
Because still there, Logan?
I don't know. Do we lose him?
Yeah, Mike. I think we may have.
He muted? Or...
I didn't mute him.
Oh no. That's not.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. It happens. That used to happen to me. But yeah, the one thing I will say about Jaws 3, it looked like a freaking megalodon or the great white in that one was like a freaking megalodon in itself. It's like, holy crap, man.
Wow.
Thing's huge. But yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple of not recent games on here. I think Zero Escape, early late to mid 2000s probably.
Nice. I mean,
yeah.
Jaws Unleashed, you can eat the dogs, you can eat the fat lady, you can eat the sunbather, you can eat the skinny dippers, you can eat them all.
Wow.
It's a great game. You also get to fight a giant squid in it too.
That's cool.
That game was great. Jaws Unleashed was what got me into gaming. Jaws Unleashed and Halo 2. 2 games I
Jaws
loved.
Unleashed, dude. If you can get past the orca, just wait. You get to fight a giant squid lady.
How fun! That sounds very difficult. Some of those controls are very old, man. It's like playing the old King Kong game and trying to control King Kong. It's really difficult.
I actually had the game, or the King Kong game to the one that Peter Jackson made. I love that game. I had the Master Chief to it.
Man, that game is great. I've beat that game 20 times now.
Yeah. I just wish that Kong didn't have to die.
Yeah.
I love Kong. Kong living at the end of Kong Skull Island was awesome. Kong living at the end of GVK, or Godzilla vs. Kong, was even better. It's like, good. I want more Kong.
And
he deserves to live.
That's my issue with the 76 movies. When he dies on the Twin Towers, it's so depressing because he's literally they're lighting him on fire and just torturing him with helicopters. It's really sad.
Well, actually, he lives in that because King Kong lives as the sequel. Then he dies.
That movie doesn't exist in my mind. Kind of like how the sequel trilogy doesn't exist in your mind.
Well, King Kong lives is where you get... I mean, if you watch Terminator, you can see Linda Hamilton's bazingas, but you can also see him for a split second in King Kong Lives. So hey, man, it was guy fuel for youngsters, so to speak.
The movie made me depressed and sad as a King Kong fan.
Why?
So horrible. I'd rather go back and watch the 2016 Ghostbuster film, and that film I consider one of the worst films ever made. I hate that film. Well, actually, that film's probably second to Cuties. Still, all three are terrible, though.
I wouldn't watch Cuties. I would never watch it.
I don't want to watch it either.
I immediately downloaded it, and on Netflix, it's like, I don't want it recommended to me. I don't want to watch it. No. You even freaking, or if I see this thing come up on my freaking list, I'm going to freaking call up Netflix and I'm going to say, hey, knock it off.
Oh, yeah, man. I heard people who streamed the movie the whole way through in Texas, actually. There's tons of people getting arrested for watching it in Texas. The governor's going to pass something where if you watch it, you can get, like, it counts as watching child pornography, and he's going to pass a law on it.
Well, they are trying to prosecute Netflix in Texas, so that's always good. Excuse me 1 second. I need to get a drink, so just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Personally, I didn't watch Cuties, though. The way I made it sound makes it sound like I watched it. Seen the trailer,
I know, I'm so good.
curiosity, but besides the trailer, never watched it.
Okay. I saw like a couple clips where like I think one of the like they were like twerking in like a laundromat or something. I don't know.
I seen like a review or two for it where they like blanket out. It was kind of, I can't believe Netflix even put that on the site. It was
I don't know. I don't know why they put that on there.
I always think, I know Netflix buys millions of movies, like millions, without even checking. I wonder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
But
Like I said, Netflix, your greenlit meme. They don't know what they're doing.
Well, what always confusing me on it, dude, is I know Netflix, when they released it, the media, like every review site gave it nearly 100 or 10 out of 10, which it shocked me. I figured that would get like so much hate from the media, but it was getting like claimed as being one of the greatest movies for women ever, and it was just so weird when it got released.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how that's the greatest.
Alrighty, get back to these guys and gals.
Oh yeah, no joke. Cuties 90-something on Rotten Tomatoes now.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes been screwed for a while though.
Yeah.
What got screwed and who got screwed and who was screwing?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, they screw everybody.
I just told her Rotten Tomatoes gave Cuties like a 90-something when it came out.
Of course it did. They're all for pedophilia.
Yeah, you know, people call me a conspiracy theorist on my sites. I was on there. I said, and I got called crazy for it, and this was years ago. Now, this was when I was really, really young. Since I was little, I've been saying this. I believe the higher-ups, and maybe some on the Republican side, more on the Democrat side, their goal is to make pedophilia a sexuality. And I really believe that.
Cuties is... You've been following my channel for a while, so you've probably seen my Cuties videos.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I put a like on it, unless it was on my old account.
Because those videos basically said, if Cuties is allowed to flourish, if Cuties is allowed to be viewed by the masses, Cuties is going to get awards, it's going to get clout, and it's going to say that pedophilia is basically an acceptable thing. I mean, there's a reason why...
people on Twitter are already saying that, too.
Yeah, there's those sickos on Twitter that love to say it, and there's those idiots. I mean, that's why I turned off that's why I don't have a trending section on my Twitter anymore. I actually had an algorithm that can shut it off. One Your Reviews, I believe, has a link to that kind of stuff.
You know, I don't have many of my old videos saved for my channel, but I might re-upload only one of them I have. On my channel, I would go online and get into parties with people and kind of debate with them. And I had a video where I debated 9 different people on Cuties, and all 9 of them backed it. And it was like something called "What's the World Coming To?" Then it has a puking emoji. And I uploaded that. That was nearly right when after it came out because there was a lot of people defending it.
Mm.
I mean, here's the thing. There was this person that's on my freaking channel that came at me in my comment section and was like, I worked on the movie, and it's not what you say it is. And I'm like, bull fucking shit. If you think that is bad, look up MAP or MAPS. Ugh. Kong Skull Island is one of the best of the Kong movies. Yeah, you're right, it is. Hey, does anybody remember the sequel to Jaws Unleashed? Jaws Ultimate Predator?
I didn't even know there was Jaws video games.
That's actually
well, there was. I remember the original Jaws video game, and then I remember Jaws Unleashed.
Jaws Ultimate is, some people theorize it's a sequel to Unleashed. It's actually it just has the name Jaws in it. It's actually not a part of the franchise. They just took the name Jaws, to sell copies. Kind of like it was like a Wii game, I believe. It was on the Wii and Nintendo and stuff.
Oh, that's just cheesy then.
Yeah, really hard to play with the controls for it.
I mean, one of my favorite series of games is the Assassin's Creed games, all the way up to the Ezio trilogy and to the Native American Kid game, and that's it. Then there's the God of War games of the Greek myth variety, not the Norse variety. The Norse variety is good, but it's missing a very essential part of the God of War games. And that is... Huh?
Rage.
Well, that, but also something else that was very prevalent in the previous games, which was the sexual element. It's like, dude, he was always getting his dick wet in one way or the other, so come on now. That was part of the freaking games.
No, I mean, isn't he supposed to be kind of like living alone in the mountains with his kids? So I don't know if that would make sense.
Well, they do have freaking goddesses in freaking Norse, so why couldn't he just tap the one that was helping him?
Because she didn't want to be tapped.
True. Would that ever stop Kratos before? No, just kidding. Folks, no, that's a joke. I do not endorse unconsensual sexual acts. I really don't.
But if you guys think he does, put it in the comment section. I bet he'll love to hear it.
Actually, I wouldn't, because that would just be kind of provoking stupidity. But yes, the one, or God of War 3, where he actually was nailing Aphrodite, getting it on with Hephaestus's wife, and stuff, and it's like, then you see her handmaidens get turned on to the point where they just go at it. It's like, that's how you know that Kratos is truly a god. Hey, Phil, how you doing? But yeah, so does anybody want in, Riot? Would you like, or do you want in on the July 9th Scarlett Johansson versus Thingamajive, Lacey Lennon?
July 9th. July 9th?
Yes. That might be subject to change too, by the way.
Sure, right now I don't think I have anything going on, but I'll let you know if I can't.
Okie dokie. But yeah, I got plans, and I'll tell you after the stream is done, which will be getting over soon. Hey, it's impossible. How are you? But yeah, I got plans for that stream. I have ambition. The devil's gift to mankind. Ambition. That's what they all said. But anyway, you want to know what I said? The devil may have gifted y'all with it, but I made the most of it. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody's like, all right, so you seen the Conjuring 3 movie yet?
I thought the devil's gift to man was mankind was Pokemon.
Say that again.
I thought the devil's gift to mankind was Pokemon.
Wow. Oh, may have been. I mean, have you seen all those hardcore Christian people? Pokemon is the devil. I'm like,
Yep.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Just Pikachu. Just a cute little mouse.
I never
He's a cute
understood
little
that,
mouse.
actually.
He's a cute little mouse that licked a 9-volt battery and lived.
Yep.
Yeah, I never understand that actually with a lot of Christians, because I go to a Christian church, and there's actually a ton of people who think Pokemon is evil there. That is no joke, and I never understand it.
Yep.
That's
Well, I
why
think it's because you capture and tame creatures, but even then, I don't get it. But I tend to consider myself to be an Orthodox Christian. Okay.
I consider myself to be an agnostic Catholic.
At my church, I kind of undermined every rule they have there. I'm starting to become one of the most disliked people in a church. Like, for instance, last Wednesday, I stole every pen the church made. People say stealing from a church bad, but, I stole all the pens and they got mad. There's rules.
Don't steal from a church, dude. That is something I will not.
Yeah, you stole all their pens.
No, there's a few kids saying it was me, but they have nothing to prove it. I'm just like, to the pastor, can you prove it? It's been not proven, unless he ends up seeing this on some bizarre level. Yeah. Then the next thing, I went in with a Terminator shirt on, with Arnold has a gun. They didn't like that either.
Well, they're pro-Second Amendment. Not many Christians are. But anyway. I mean, when it comes to religion, I have seen the parallels of ancient religions to Christianity. So that has put me in a perpetual funk, basically. I believe in a higher power. I cannot say whether it is one or many. I mean, I do pray at night, mostly with Catholic prayer. The Lord's Prayer, Hail Marys, because, well, God knows I need to do a lot of Hail Marys. I am a sinner. Aren't we all? But anyway. Pokemon rules, just bought a booster pack. Nice, Tim. And, but yeah, your StreamYard did not block me. I would join you, but apparently my camera through my laptop is not a proper webcam according to StreamYard. Oh, he doesn't necessarily need to. Yeah, that is weird. But yeah, I'm thinking about going to a Christian church and say, "What is your beef with Pokemon?" I would interrupt a sermon for that.
Hey, I'm a Christian. I don't understand that. I'm like, what? Why? What is your beef?
No, I would go in while they're in the middle of some sort of prayer or sermon, and I'd be, "The Lord demands to know what your beef with Pokemon is. I'm Catholic." And if they say, "Get the hell out of our church," I'd be like, "I'm not the hell in your church."
I'm a bishop. I have high authority.
You two dudes just helped me figure out my next big video. Me and Glow, we do crazy videos of like stuff nobody would do in public. Some of them disgusting, which I wish aren't even uploaded on her channel.
So you're just gonna go to a Christian church and yell, "What's your beef with Pokemon?"
I'm not going to my church, but there's one right by my church, a Christian church. I'm gonna go in, and I've been to their church once. They always do 20-minute prayers. I'm gonna go in on the 15-minute mark. I'm gonna have a record it. I'm gonna yell it. Wait for everybody to turn around and look. Then I'm just gonna walk out casually.
Just don't get arrested for disturbing the peace, because that could possibly happen. They also feel that Harry Potter is evil. Yes, they do feel that Harry Potter is evil, and I'll tell you why. Witchcraft.
Yep.
That bitch Carol Baskin is evil. Oh wait, that's the wrong franchise.
The only thing I found evil in that movie was Voldemort's weird laugh in the final film.
Dude, that weird laugh, his hug, everything about him was weird in that last film. It's like, dude.
I thought everything about Voldemort is weird. Like when he was on the back of somebody's neck and like.
I mean, when he freaking hugged Draco Malfoy, it's like, Draco, you need to go get scrubbed down because you probably got scabies. Holy shit, that was awkward. I mean, he really sold the uncomfortableness of it. I mean, Ralph Fiennes went nuts in that role. And it's like, but when he bitch slapped Lucius Malfoy, that was one of the best things I had ever seen on. It's like, look at me, and he just bitch slaps him, and he's like, how can you live with yourself? I don't know. And I'm like, approved. Orange hat, approved. I'm a Christian, non-denominational, but at the end of the day, I just believe in advice I heard from Roadhouse. Be nice until it's time not to be nice. That's a good one.
That's good advice.
Yeah, like I said, I gave my whole opinion on all the shit that happened over the weekend. It's like, look, one person said one thing, another person said another thing. One person blew it out of fucking proportion, another person blew it out of other proportions. Here's the thing. It all could have been fucking avoided if one of the people said, nah, I don't feel like naming names right now. That would be unprofessional. Why do you think I don't call out people on my fucking streams? Because they're not on here to defend themselves.
Yeah.
If I wanted Ryan in here, sure. I'd call him in. It's like, dude, you want to fucking say your piece? Say your piece. Doomcock, if you ever fucking even see a pleb like me, come on in here, say your fucking piece. I don't fucking care. But the thing is, stop fucking bullshitting with drama because I'm sick of the fucking drama. I unsubbed with you because you're a fucking asshole. I unsubbed with you because you're a fucking asshole. You both are fucking assholes, so I'm unsubbing for both of your asses. Tell you this shit's cleaned up, you're not getting my fucking sub. Not that they even care. But that's just my way of basically saying my piece. So unless you freaking, I mean, you just seem to get off on fucking starting shit, dude. That's the way I feel. And I'm not afraid to say what I feel. It's like, dude, if you fucking feel like you need to get off or get your freaking jollies by starting shit, fine. Your channel's not for me anymore, man. But also you have kind of lost your freaking sensibility and your credibility by reporting on nothing but fucking rumor that hasn't come or that has produced no viable freaking content. So I'm sorry, I'm not insulting anybody, but you're really just I have no interest in your videos anymore. Are we back in elementary school now? I mean, that's basically what it fucking felt like, man. Oh, also,
Man, we're in the
what the
Pokemon
heck has been
community
happening
right
with Geeks and Gamers and the Fandom Menace? You want to know what fucking happened with them? Ryan Kennel said some shit. Doomcock took it personally and decided to defend himself. Everybody fucking went insane, and Bob's your uncle.
What?
And then I told Bob, shove a fucking cactus up his ass and freaking shoot off some buckshot outside. I'm pretty sure you'll feel better if you do. The thing is, folks, if you're going to fucking start drama, don't fucking come to me and ask me to choose sides. Because guess what? I'm like Beerus from Dragon Ball Super. I'm a destroyer god. I am not here to take sides. But if you want my fucking opinion, Ryan could easily have diffused the entire fucking situation when what else that fucker's name was? Is there anybody in particular that you're talking about? And he would have said, well,
yeah,
no, I don't feel like saying that on here. God damn it! It's amazing when you realize in life that high school drama never ends. Am I still cutting out?
A little bit.
God damn it. I guess Facebook doesn't want me touching in on this drama.
I guess not. No.
You're clear now to me.
But yeah, I think you're clear. A little bit.
Okay. Basically, save the fucking drama for your mama and take it elsewhere, because the thing is, I'm sick of all the fucking drama. You guys want this community is one of the best things that ever fucking happened to me. It inspired me to get my own goddamn YouTube channel up and going. I have 700 subs. Thank you for all the small support from all the smaller channels and whatnot, and from a couple of bigger channels too. I'm always going to be eternally thankful to people who have helped me here and there. I am thankful for those like Jeremy, who actually did have me on a stream of Jesse Gasperson's. I can't remember his YouTube channel's name. Saved the life of me. I helped one person, and then they got in touch with somebody else, and they became an unhumble piece of shit. I will never acknowledge that person, nor will I say their name on here, because I don't believe that they are worth the respect. They might say that they're humble. I have yet to see proof of it. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I say stay humble, folks. If you stay humble, you have my respect. If you're not humble, well, yeah, no. But Odin, he's the one that inspired me to get my channel going. I'll always be thankful for him. That is why I patron and member his damn channel. I member Mara's channel. I member OG's channel, OG Star Wars. I member Lethal's channel. And Mr. H's channel. Anybody else, I'm sorry, as much as I love to, y'all have $4.99 when I would be like more of a 19 or a 99 cent or a $1.99, so I can maintain some of my budget. I don't got all the fucking money in the world. I can't just afford to throw shit around. I'm not that rich. Hell, I ain't even rich. I also have bills. I get like 600 out of my 800 goes to bills. I survive on $200 a month. That's basically me. But yeah, and that might even go down because of me moving in with my mom who's retired. So the thing is, if anybody thinks that they have it easy or hard, just know there's people that might have it a little harder than you. Now, does that mean that I am resentful of my living situation? Absolutely freaking not. I am aware that my living situation is sadly a part of my life because of my own traumas and shortcomings. And if I can get out of it, I work to try to get out of it. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. But yeah, anybody who is more fortunate than me, I have no problem with. I'm not jealous of anybody for anything. I am what I am. I've done what I've done. I've gotten where I am, mostly because of support, but also because of my own hard work. How many of these other YouTubers can honestly say the same? They've done the hard work and whatnot, but was it due to support from the smaller community, or did they get in with the right people with hundreds of thousands of freaking subs and then get the boosts that they needed to get to where they are now? I'm not saying that there's not anything wrong with that. I'm simply saying if you rise too fast, too quick, there's a chance it might go to your freaking head. That is why it is important to stay humble. You know? Acknowledge the smaller channels once in a while. Bring them onto your freaking channel once in a while. Let them know, yeah, we still appreciate you. We were once you. You can do it. You can get up here and whatnot. I will not go on a big channel and ask for handouts. I will not go on to a bigger channel and say, or have them say, sub to this guy, let's get in there in this stream. No, I will tell them flat out, do not do that. If it happens naturally, if I go on a bigger channel, say if I was to go on a YouTube channel and they started my channel,
Okay. Oh,
without people. Well,
oh no. He sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Alvin!
Is it some coffee?
But yeah, that was funny. That movie where they got coffee and start flying around
Yeah,
the
and
damn
then just
studio.
like rocket around the freaking recording.
Yeah, it's like, what possessed you to give them freaking coffee? I mean, that was just nuts. But yeah, but if I was to go on a bigger channel and they were to freaking say, everybody subbed, or it's like, no. I did not come here for a freaking handout. I came on here to give my piece, say my piece, and that's it. I did not. I want to get to my goal on my own terms. If you guys want, or if other people want to go and do it the other way, that's fine. I'm not going to hold that against them. That's how they chose to advance. But me, I choose to do it my own way. And I know that this is all random and way out there in left field and shit. That's because I have ADHD. I get freaking random.
I got that.
I
Me
can't
too.
concentrate. I can't concentrate worth a shit. Oh, you got ADHD too, Riot?
Yes.
Well,
I
Riot
do.
Kitty is a fitting name. Because you're a riot.
Baby,
But
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
Would you mind if I self-advertise something real quick?
All right,
That's why I'm
so
always nervous.
Okay, so Junebug, you should check it out too, since I've been following your channel and you do a lot of crazy crap on the. Okay, so I just got done filming a video a day ago. I'll tell you when I get right back because something's about to fall down the stairs.
Okay, what are you about to do? But yeah.
Anyways, that's why like on some of my videos you can kind of hear me going off on like a weird tangent and just like random stuff because that's where my mind goes.
Hey, I don't mind because I used to be on all the meds and whatnot. After that time in jail, I got off the meds because I realized that they were actually hindering me more than helping me. I mean, the ones that were for my health, like my blood pressure and cholesterol meds, I should probably get back on. But the ones like the ADHD meds, like the Adderall XR, it's like, hell no, man, I don't want those things. I was getting really nasty with that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't taken meds since I was like in 7th grade, so.
Hey, that's awesome. That means that you're able to manage it quite effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to like watching movies and stuff, that helps me focus. If it's a movie that really grabs my attention, I'm there. And if somebody drags me out of it, and I'm literally like the guy in frickin' True Lies, where they say his name and he's like, "What?" It's like, don't freaking do that. Don't drag me away from my comfort zone. If you do, I'm gonna be freaking pissed. I'm gonna freaking look at you like I want to rip your goddamn throat out.
Oh my god.
It's like, do you see this crazy hairdo? My hair is short right now, but it's gonna get crazy if it gets longer, and then I'm gonna come for you with my crazy hair, and I'm gonna choke you with it. That's just me talking out of my ass. But still, that's just how I feel at times when people drag me out of my comfort zone. Because that's also the autistic part of me. If you pull me out of something I'm comfortable in right now, the best thing to do, let me come out of it myself. Sadly, if it is a pressing matter, I'll just have to live with the fact of the discomfort. You know? All right. If you want drama, go find your vice, as long as it's a safe vice. Well, hey, Orange Hat, name a movie that you thought wouldn't be very good, and you ended up loving the movie. Well, G-Fan, it actually happens to be my favorite movie. Finding Forrester. My aunt told me, hey, Daniel, come in here. You gotta watch this. And I'm like, what is it? It's a movie called Finding Forrester. I'm like, what's it about? A kid in high school meets a guy. I'm like, pass. Get your butt in here and watch the freaking movie. I'm like, okay. I watched that movie, and I absolutely freaking loved it. It's like, this movie speaks to me. And if you want to see, or if you want to know my honest thoughts on it, watch my review. It is a great
I've never watched
movie.
Finding Forrester.
It's a good movie for people.
Uh-oh, you're cutting out. Oh no.
Lord YouTube, hear my prayer. All give me
Okay.
drink.
Okay, you're
Okay,
not
it
like
worked.
cutting out anymore, at least.
Well, as I said, Finding Forrester actually does resonate with me. I have also known other people with ADHD, like Odin. He said it was a pretty solid film. But other people with ADHD is like, that is actually a pretty good movie. So yeah, I honestly recommend giving it a chance. If you have movies anywhere, and hopefully if that's Screen Pass eligible, or I can send you a link, or I could just give you my damn login. I give so many people my different logins. But yeah,
I think
so
I might find it. I don't know. Okay.
It's
well,
a
maybe
good
I'll give it a
movie.
shot.
Yeah, I mean the beginning has a kid rapping, but that just get through that, and the movie is basically very good. You'll like it. It speaks to an intellectual standpoint, really.
Cool.
Sean Connery deserved to win an Oscar for that movie, but sadly lost to Russell Crowe for Gladiator. Huh. Well, Gladiator was also a good masterpiece, even though that movie had a lot of frickin' problems in it, like little goofs here and there, like a dude walking backwards in blue jeans and gas tanks on chariots. So yeah, who would have guessed that gas tanks or that chariots in medieval Greece and whatnot had gas tanks? Is this thing on? But then I'm also often reminded of I'm going totally random here, folks. I'm often reminded of a person named Nappa. Vegeta. Vegeta. I'm haunting you. Vegeta. 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 Go, Nappa! I love that song. Honestly, I cannot wait until freaking Ghostbusters 2021 now comes out, because Ghostbusters Afterlife I want to see it like really badly. With as corrupt a system of the Roman Empire, where I could totally buy them putting gas tanks on chariots, even though they were not invented yet. Exactly, Junebug. And you got freaking Joaquin Phoenix talking about bringing or holding a child against his bosom and shit. It was weird. Have you ever braced a child with plague, sir? No, but if you interrupt me again, I shall, or I guarantee you shall. It's like, ooh, catty.
Wow. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I found something really stupid on YouTube.
Stupid or interesting? Or both?
I guess both. I don't know. Okay. So I'm making my top 10 YouTube. I'm making my top 10 villains, right? And I don't spoil or not, but I was looking at Thundercats 2011 clips, right? And I was like, okay, I need pictures from King Claudus's death, and the only thing on YouTube apparently of that scene in the 2011 reboot is of like this freaking like, okay, so like you have the death scene, right? But over top it's instead audio of Mufasa's death and the Lion King.
Oh my god!
Like,
hello, Shock Skywalker's Jedi Academy. Hello. Sorry, but yeah.
Sorry about that. I had got a new baby retriever, and that golden retriever loves to go down 2 flights of stairs, but it can never get back up the stairs because it's too fat to lift its legs up that high. So I got to carry it up the stairs.
Here you go. I'll send you the link because I don't know if like Disney will like copyright it.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna play it on here because I won't be able to watch it because my computer's retarded that way.
Yeah,
Not much.
that's fine, but
We're just talking about stuff on here, man. Or Shock. I'm guessing you're probably female if you got a name like Shock Kitty, but yeah.
and he spelled Gladys wrong, which is like, I'm like, oh god. But whatever.
There's a big plane going overhead right now. But yeah, we're just shooting shit. Just talking.
You said you don't care if I advertise something and
No, man. Shoot your shit or show your shit.
So my friend, I'll put it in the stream's comments because I'll probably forget the name or misspell it because I always mess the name up. So me and my friend Lexi have a TikTok. We do crazy. We do crazy.
If it's a link, unless you or put it in the private chat and then I'll put it on.
Oh no!
I'll
just put the name of the TikTok in like the comments and it'll just sit there.
Okay, yeah, that'll work too.
It's Lexi__03. We do crazy TikToks like with stunts and stuff.
Well, I don't watch TikTok because that's just another app that I need to get and just don't feel like getting it. Okay,
it's mostly crap.
That way I don't misgender you. Shock, you now have 168 followers. Oh, you got a simp there, June. Or you got a simp there, Shock.
Nice.
Junebug. Simp! Oh, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, people call me, or am I coming in and out again?
Nope.
Okay, just checking. But yeah, a couple of people called me a simp for Geeky Pixie, and it's like, yeah, I was, but then I stopped.
You know, the video we just got done doing, I'm very proud of. You don't mind me running through it real quick, do you? Because it's a brilliant video. It took a lot of effort.
Okay, yeah.
It's making me feel like crap today, though. So we got... Okay, have you ever seen one of those roofs that kind of has a latch door on the top where you can go up through the attic onto the roof?
Yep.
So we went onto her roof, and I stood on the side of it while drinking Germex. Now, we were impersonating... I put on my Halloween Trump costume. And I danced like Trump the YMCA. So I'm literally hanging off a roof drinking Germex in a Trump costume to the YMCA music, and we just filmed that TikTok.
Wow.
I put in the most effort and the most dangerous because all of it is it's like almost a 2-story high building. And me dancing to it looks very terrible. And you can actually see a bird land on the flagpole across. And we're going to try to make it zoom in on whatever type of bird it was. I think it was a cardinal. And I put in my most effort into this video because I feel like crap. Drinking that Germex has messed me up today. But the video was worth it.
What is Germex or whatever?
No, people say at least it was Germex, man. I'm going to say this about Germex. Germex is not, it ain't the worst thing. You could always find something worse with chemicals. But I'm just going to say this. When your body gets rid of the Germex, it burns like crazy. That's
so wait, is it alcohol or
no?
Is it something that you shouldn't drink?
Oh, it has like tons and tons of chemicals. It's like drinking cleaning supplies.
Well, then I wouldn't freaking drink that. What the hell?
Well, one hand had Germex, the other had Windex. What I can say is, it's painful to urinate out of your body.
Well, I would definitely never drink that shit to begin with, but that's just me. I support a lot of great YouTubers, including everybody on here. Good job. But you are awesome.
I just wanted to advertise that because I'm very proud of that video. It was the most dangerous one I did. Besides the chemicals, that was so high up. And since I have a tiny bit of heart trouble at the moment, so I've been off balance, and I still did the video without falling. Well, she was shocked, but I pulled the video off, and I really give myself props for not falling off the house and not dying of chemical poison.
Yeah, don't be drinking any more of that shit, man. That's disgusting.
Oh man, well, I'm going to be famous on TikTok in the next couple of months and living the high life. It's my plan.
Awesome.
Well, good luck with that. Just don't drink any more fucking drinking or whatever that shit is.
Well, we're actually filming a video tomorrow, and we're going to do one each day till July 10th. Next one, I'm going to drink dial soap, then go off the roof onto a trampoline. But what kind of
Dude.
water? We need to set the net up to the trampoline.
Don't freaking drink dial soap. Don't be drinking
man.
shit that's not drinkable.
Here's the tip, man. Don't drink blue dial soap. Orange and pink are much better.
Don't drink any of it. It's soap. It's not supposed to be drank.
Oh, man. No, I'm being serious. Like, the white has a vanilla-type taste. The orange has a tangy taste. The blue, though, has no taste. It's like drinking butter mixed with Windex, and that tastes
I'll never know because I'm not going to drink it. That's insane.
Well, you try things in your life that you wish you didn't have. The only videos I said I would not do on the TikTok again is eating, like, swallowing those little watch batteries. But there's my self-advertisement.
Okay, we eat weird stuff and do TikToks of it. Awesome.
And I take much pride in it.
All right.
Except sometimes I just can't get up in the morning hardly from the chemicals. Makes me feel sick.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I think I better head to bed, gentlemen. So.
I'm going to be... I mean, shit, we've been going for 3 hours, so I'm actually going to start stopping this thing. But yeah.
What happened in an hour, Orange?
I know, right? All right. But yeah, folks, we are going to cut this short right now because, well, it's almost bedtime for me, too. I never even did my freaking Monday go, no go for the stream that's coming up this Friday. But yeah, anyway, folks, thank you for all tuning in. This was just a shoot the shit stream, and I'm glad I had some folks on. Riot, thank you for coming on. Real Logan, thank you for coming on. But yeah, folks, that's going to be this stream. Just a small impromptu stream that turned out to be a lot bigger than it was.
And to the person in the chat said, and to the person in the chat who said, "What's wrong with you?" There's many things wrong with me upstairs to be doing those videos.
Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. Thank you all for tuning in. And always do remember, save the drama for your mama. And always stay humble. Take it easy, folks.